And I would like to assure everyone that there is no immediate threat to the safety of the students. We've stepped up security considerably and locked down the campus specifically in response to the disturbance. Believe me, the friends and family of the students have my deepest sympathies, but I would ask that they please be patient at this time and that they remember that this is probably the safest place on the planet if you think about who we have on staff here. Benjamin Fryer leans back from his computer screen and rubs his temples as the video call disconnects. The twin referees sit silently in the corners of his office. He glances over at his silent watchmen, coldly regarding them with unspoken disdain. He stands, stretches, and stares out at the forest, reaching off into the hillside just north of the academy. His phone vibrates in his pocket. Without acknowledging it, he turns on his heel and leaves his office. The referees follow. Fellas, I'm going to go take a shit. Do you mind? He gruffly addresses the refs as he makes his way to the restroom drawer. The pair take up positions on either side of the door, land, and silently await his return. Once inside, Vice Principal Fryer finally retrieves his phone. Whatever is in the text he's reading, it leaves him equal parts annoyed and perplexed. Taking a seat in one of the stalls, he dials a familiar number. It's me. Yeah. Listen. We need to talk about your daughter. We rejoin our friends. About where we left them. Excuse me, let me move the chat a bit. I just realized I had that up in my line of sight, and that would be bad for me. We rejoin our friends. Let's see, you all were in your room. You had just bidden farewell to a ghost. A ghost named Ira had just departed. You found a box. It was full of prizes. You threw that in the sink. Rude, but understandable.
This is how one deals with Western Spy.
No, hey, I mean, I ain't gonna tell you you're wrong. And then finally, we had a series of text messages sent. I believe 2 went outgoing to old Benny, to old Uncle Ben. I'm just now realizing I did that because I didn't expect you to call him Uncle Benny.
Well,
with great references comes great mistakes. And now we know what's happening to him. And you got one in response from your father, weirdly enough, Xandra. Our good friend Dougie is still in the room, a little worse for wear, having been dragged through the crawl space of the Sinclair dorm. And you've propped your beds such that you guys can get in and out of what turned out to be just like the vents in Among Us. They just go everywhere. So, the 3 of you come in on this scene. Dougie standing around awkwardly trying to figure out what to do with himself as the 3 of you assess the situation. The floor is yours. What do you do?
First things first, I ignore the text message.
Completely understandable.
I look at who it's from, but it's not the person I texted.
Nope.
So I just kind of mark it red and put it back in my pocket.
I'm actually still lightly wounded, that's right.
Yep, I am as well. I could administer first aid.
No.
Are you you really don't look good.
I am fine. It is scratch on arm. I have wrapped them up. It is fine.
I mean, you're covered in blood and you were leaking a whole bunch of it back on that ladder back there, but I mean...
Yeah, I know. I still have some on my shirt. You can't tell because it's black, but I feel it.
It is fine. He holds up his arms and it's wrapped. The way a child might prepare for Halloween as a mummy.
Yay!
Sweet boy.
And it's very much staining the bandage.
Oh god.
But you see, I even used the Neosporin.
Do you guys have any Neosporin?
Is that what's in your makeup kit?
Makeup kit.
Yeah, I don't know. You got like makeup in a box. I imagine
That is
Sandra
my-
probably has like not your makeup. Do you have
Oh.
makeup? I'm sorry.
Well, I thought you were calling my medical bag the makeup kit, which is why I was very confused.
I like to paint my nails. offers Dougie.
That is very good for you, doggy. It makes you
know.
happy?
Yeah.
Good! And there's just a little out of his arm.
Oh!
Ow!
Oh my god. Oh god, please.
It
Please
is
let
small
Xander
leak.
take it.
I am fine.
Would you please let me rebandage that?
No.
Why are you being so stubborn about this?
It is my personal concern, and I wish to maintain autonomy over my own person. Thank you.
Dude, your personal concern just leaked out half of the hall.
It is underneath the floor. It is of no consequence.
Yeah. Until, like, your blood starts coalescing into a new ghost or something, man.
Oh.
I don't know. This was my first ghost experience, so you're gonna have to forgive me for being like a little weirded out by this whole situation. I think I need to lie down actually, and he sits down on the bed, and then just kind of plops over onto his side.
He's my bed's the only one that's the bottom bunk, so he's staring right into a semi-nude maximum poster.
from behind the curtain, you just hear, "Oh, that's a new experience."
Hey, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
He pops back up. Oh man, that girl next door doesn't have a chance with you, does she?
I do believe if she puts in the time that she might be able to maybe take a round or two one day.
Oh, I think that's exactly what she's wanting, but oh dear.
I'm gonna lay back down. Let you guys figure out what you're doing.
Hey,
Excuse me.
Well, we have to figure out where this listening device was broadcasting to and who put it there.
Ah.
I mean,
All right, so
the
we're
tunnels
fine
shouldn't
with
be
this.
public
You
knowledge.
both look like shit. Are we fine with that?
You do both look terrible.
You look like shit.
I mean, that feels like a very harsh assessment.
I have a
yeah.
big black bruise spreading on my chest from when I got punched by Artyom and the
God, that's
ghost.
right.
Yeah, okay, so there's no reps to fix you right now, so this is the closest you have to a rep. Both of you fix each other because I really don't want to see you guys hurt. I don't like it. It stresses me out. And you're bleeding everywhere.
I just need to take a shower, and I will be fine. I have been hurt much worse than this while training.
I will knock you unconscious and then administer first aid,
This is gonna
Artyom.
be a
Sit your ass down.
real weird shower.
And let me...
I'm going to let you... He goes over, picks up his towel. I will take care of this. It is the last thing I am saying about this topic.
He's going
If
to
I
the...
need help medically from you, you know I am very willing to go to you and ask for it. In this case, it is niet. And he walks out and
my
walks
God.
towards the showers.
Oh, wait, give us back the device before you close the door.
The device?
Yeah,
The device is in
No,
the,
it's
Oh
in
no,
the sink.
it's in the
It's in-
sink. The sink is still running on it,
Running,
by the
yeah.
way.
It's just the sink is and there's just as it shorts a couple of times.
One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out... I go over to my desk with the
Mhm.
laptop and I plug... What's his name? Leo. I plug Leo's phone in to charge
Good call.
onto my computer because, you know, if
Love
he's
that
gonna
plan.
come and take the information, I'm gonna try to get as much off it as possible.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna go over and take a look at the device currently in the sink.
Totally. Esme, do you have anything that you're doing at the moment while I size up you beautiful idiot children?
No, Esme was probably shadowing behind Xandra toward looking at the
Okay.
mess in the bathroom about now.
Okay, let me take a look here at the skill list, because some stuff needs to happen, and yeah, it's the skill list. What the fuck should you roll? This
have
is my
skill
skill list song.
What the hell?
I have science.
You do have science, don't you?
I do have science.
You have some science. Science! Okay. Yeah. This is a weird question for me to ask you. How much does she know about not just electronics, but like broadcast equipment? Is that something that's ever been of interest to Xandra? Because I just don't know just enough. There's just enough of a gap in her backstory where I'm sitting here going, I don't know how tricky this would be for her.
She didn't have a lot of friends.
She was way into ham radios, what you're saying?
She read up on a lot of different things.
Dialing in truckers.
Which is why I have most of my skills in intelligence and not anywhere else.
Gotcha. Okay.
She would just pick up books, textbooks, doesn't matter what they were, she would read them.
Okay. Okay.
So she
okay.
might have some knowledge. Yeah. It's just, she probably knows a lot of different things, but not a lot about those specific things. So it's just
For
like,
sure. Okay. Then what I want you to do for me is go ahead and give me a science. It's going to be, we'll call this one challenging, so it's a -10.
okay.
Get some. Let's see what kind of information we get. We're
Uh,
gonna cut to the hallway after
that
this.
succeeds.
Some things are gonna be happening out there. So Dougie was right. You can definitely tell that this appears to be some kind of combination, like microphone and transmitter. You can like look at it and tell, like, okay, this is clearly like a directional mic of some sort that's been, it's very miniature, but points. Yeah.
Point of order. Can she?
Yeah.
Can she tell if it's waterproof?
She suspects it probably isn't on account of after had enough water got to a certain point and went
I turn off the
shorted
water,
a bit.
because if it's sparking, it's probably dead already.
It sparked for a second and then it stopped doing anything.
Microphones are here. Spies are near.
Thank you, Artyom.
Today's wisdom of the day brought to you by Artyom. Thank you.
Ding.
Yeah. The more you know.
Sorry,
Jesus
I
Christ,
just
Artyom.
needed to know if it was actually fucked up, and if that skill test would have given you that.
Yeah, but you don't even need a skill test for that. Like, at the very least, again, it's sparking. This was never expected to be submerged inside anything except a wall. A burst pipe will ruin its day. So yeah, you can definitely tell that it is a microphone, and it looks like it is attached to a shortwave antenna. Looking at how big the antenna is and how small the power source is, you suspect it does not broadcast particularly far. Go ahead and give me a second science at a -20. So I've got a little bit more information I might be able to give you.
No.
Yeah, it probably wasn't broadcasting super far. You doubt it would have, like, it definitely wasn't like going beyond the city, for example. Like it isn't broadcasting into Oregon. It's broadcasting into somewhere within a couple of miles, you figure. Maybe.
But it is definitely broken.
It seems to be well broken. At the very least, yeah, there were some shorts in there, and as in wires. Not RTM did not disrobe that thoroughly. And the Sparkies, one, you would have to douse it, 2, you would have to dry it, and then 3, you could attempt to repair it. But right now, it's a bit submerged in water.
Yeah, I turn the water off and I just kind of turn it over so it can kind of drain out, but still leaving it in the sink and go, yeah, I can't get anything off of that except the fact that it was local.
Local? How local?
Like within the city local.
Do the parts look new or old?
New.
New.
Very new. Very nice.
Very expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
No logos, no markings on it whatsoever.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. It's powered by a cluster of Duracells. That doesn't help you much, however.
Unless we're looking for someone with a Duracell sponsorship, I have nothing to go off of on this until I can try to fix it.
Well,
Why was it underneath our...
I thought, I mean, at the very least, if it's powered by Duracells, it's not powered by however the fuck the refs are powered, and I don't think they're powered by Duracells. So, maybe that means we can curse off one person eavesdropping, right? Right?
dragons?
Yeah, if it was powered by inner fire, I'd be able to hear it. Comes from the bed.
That way you can hear the refs and that's why they're warm?
I don't know about the warm. It's why I can hear him now.
Well, they are warm to the touch, actually.
He sits up. Wait, how the hell do you know that?
Oh,
We cut to the hallway.
That's
Actually, no, he wouldn't even say that. He would say, "You touched a ref?" That's what he would say. Out in the hallway. As that happened, Artyom exits. And as you're walking by to get to the communal showers, I will remind you, there's someone coming out and they've got a towel over their head, and like they kind of pull her back to look up and almost kind of bump into you, and it's like, holy shit, are you okay?
I am fine.
You're leaking, man.
I am going to take shower. That will fix problem.
I can you need to we should call a referee or something. You're like fucked up. They need to take you to the medical place.
It was training accident. Catching swords is more difficult than I thought.
Okay, I don't know you, weird kid, but you've got a fucked up training thing. I'm just gonna call. Hang on a second, and he turns to flag down one of the referees.
Hand
What do you
on
do?
shoulder. Clasp.
The paw.
He
I
seizes
would be
up.
requesting that you let me handle this. Yes?
I would like an intimidate. Or it's not intimidate in this. Is there? Shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is it? Yeah, there it is. It's under. I always forget it's under brawn. I keep thinking it's under fellowship for some reason.
You could probably. It depends on how you're doing it, I guess.
Critical success. I rolled a 22.
Oh my
Beast.
god.
Yeah.
It's that completely blacked out, just the eyes flash with the hand in
Yeah.
focus.
And no, and the kid's got like his eyes go away and they're replaced by like the blue lines.
Yeah.
And the whole background gets all squiggly.
Do you have a miasma?
Yes.
You got the purple
Yes.
miasma.
It's a
There's a
miasma
purple
background.
miasma glowing. Well, shit. All right then. He just goes. He just makes a little squeak noise.
Thank you. Have a pleasant day, and remember to train extra hard. Let's go. Goes into the showers.
You turned one of our classmates into a Muppet.
I was gonna say Dara, but yeah.
There is a Muppet.
Oh, that's Dara.
No.
Yeah, you head inside. A couple of the stalls are like in use at the moment, but there's several that are open. It's there's usually plenty of shower to go around, and this time is no exception. What the hell do you do?
He's gonna go into one of the stalls, and he's gonna turn the water on, and he's gonna pull out his medical bag and do his best to try and fix his arms.
Okay. All right. Well, so normally, well, I guess this would still be handled by medicine. Oh, but he is trying to work on himself with injured arms, and he's not the most sciencey of boys, and people are harassing him, and this is not a really great, it's like wet and weird in here. Yeah, give me a medicine roll at a hard, a -20, unless you've got some kind of equipment to help you with.
He's got his medical bag,
It's
which
true.
is
What else in
specifically
there?
his bag that his parents gave him for such occasions.
Okay. I'll let that slide a little bit then. Yeah, it's only a -10. It's what is it? Arduous.
Cool. That's
Challenging.
That's
Challenging.
Yeah, it's challenging. That means it's only a 25.
Buddy.
So the other end of the spectrum of a critical success,
RTM.
because that's a 66 I just rolled there.
My friend, my friend, Jesus.
All right, let me think for a second.
This is a fun little
So,
roller coaster.
given the shredded state of your arms,
Mm-hmm.
you like, what are you gonna try? What is this boy trying to do? Is he trying to like suture them? Like,
He's trying to make sure everything's still together and then suture it shut.
Okay. Yeah. You go to look at your arm, and it's a lot worse than you thought it was. Actually, climbing up that ladder probably didn't help. Probably should have not put all of your weight on them. He's quite a heavy dude.
Hmm?
How do I want to punish you? How do I want to make my friend hurt and be not okay?
I mean, there are critical failure for medicine tests
oh
in
shit,
the
are
system.
there?
Yep.
Oh. Well, that would be just perfect. Let me open up the book then, because if there's good stuff in here, I would love to use it.
Under skills.
Under skills.
Actually, it wouldn't be under skills. It would be under
Under skills.
Hazards and healing?
hazards and healing. Yeah.
Hazards and
There's
healing.
some serious bacteria in those wounds at this point.
Let's see here. Injuries.
That's a tentacle.
Here we
Someone's having the
go.
day.
Ah, yes, bind wounds to recover. Let's
Yeah.
see
So he
here.
essentially attempted bind wounds on himself,
Yeah.
and
The patient has been blah, blah, blah. With a successful heal test, do blah. This means if you're blah, then blah. Critical success goes. We don't have that.
critical failure.
You cannot begin
means you
recuperating
cannot
until
be-
undergoing successful treatment. While critical failure also indicates that your wounds now suffer from infection. Okay, great. You've infected your wounds.
Mhm.
What does that mean? Let's see. Infection causes your injuries to become red and swollen, oozing pus and throbbing with pain as flies gather around the sore. Jesus Christ.
Remember, grim and perilous normally.
Yeah.
At least we don't have to give you grubs. Like, it's a different time.
There's just a picture of
let's-
some
Oh,
grubs.
if it's
Fucking
not
hell.
properly treated within 24 hours, you permanently lose 1% brawn and continue to lose 1% brawn every 24 hours thereafter until successfully treated.
Okay. So we're gonna this is good stuff. Not as applicable to RTM as I would like. So in fact, yeah, you get your arm open and you are looking at like the mess that is in there. And it's unsettling, RTM, because you can see content warning for body horror. The skin is torn and frayed and like somebody had raked down it. Like I said, it's when those two energies sort of intertwined around your arm and then pulled out. It's like it pulled out chunks of flesh with it. So there's almost like a spiral pattern of cuts along your arm. And you can see the muscle underneath it, and it is just oozing blood all over the place. But it is also chunks of muscle are also kind of missing. It's weird and bad, and tendons are torn in weird places, and you can see beneath the stuff that isn't bone, Artyom. The weird metal or plastic or whatever's down there that's in your arm is like there. And it's getting hotter. You got the shower head on, and some of the ambient water like hits over on it, and it kind of sizzles a little bit when it hits in parts. And you go to feel it, and you with your opposite hand, and like it burns the tip of your finger as you try to touch it. You don't feel like your hands are burning, but you can tell that it's hot, and everything aches, and it's bad, and like the pain suddenly is just indescribable as you're looking at this and you're trying to deal with it. I'm gonna need you to take 2 conflict at least.
Yeah, I see that coming.
And
'cause I
your
also know what
hands
he's
don't
gonna have to do now.
your hands don't work so good right now. Like it is hard to make a fist. Like your left hand won't curl up at all, and your right hand is in a bad way. You fumble with the instruments as you're trying to like do things, and like shit starts clattering to the floor.
Once his hands shaking, once he realizes how far it's gone, he takes a second, and he's going to initiate the release on that arm.
Okay. Sorry, even the GM is surprised here. This is okay. What happens?
He's gonna reach across, gonna go under the skin,
Ooh.
reaching in,
Oh, buddy.
and he's gonna hit the failsafe release.
And there's a and a latching noise, and a hiss of like gas, like kind of shoots out from that part of your arm.
It's gonna tear all the skin around that area too,
A little bit.
because it's all grafted together.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be bad.
It's real bad. It hurts like a motherfucker.
He does everything
This
he
actually,
can
the
to-
pain is so bad here. I do actually want a toughness here. Or actually, wait, no, this would be what is it? Resolve. Yeah, give me a standard resolve.
What is the what?
All right, a 12 will succeed.
Okay, you manage to bite back. Like, all that escapes Artyom's lips is just like a grunting noise, just an awful, rather than screaming bloody murder. As the again, 18 plus, as the skin kind of pulls and then jumps back a little bit, and that arm collapses like with a thud to the floor, just boom, boom. And you can hear it again as it gets into the line of the water. It's sizzling a little bit as the water hits it.
Now's
You
the
now
hard
have one
part.
arm, Artyom.
Now's the hard part, because he has to do the other side. So he's going to reach over and bite in.
Oh god, you need to give me a I can't believe I'm saying this. You need to give me a coordination test. This is gonna be fucking Christ. This is hard. This is definitely a 20 minimum at least. I'm tempted to make it arduous, but
Nope, fail.
You're trying to numb your arm off.
He's biting to try and get through the area to get to the release beneath the skin.
As tempted as I am to make you take physical peril here. Instead,
Sure, I think that's kind of appropriate, actually.
It super is, but there are other circumstances here that are much more narrative. Actually, no, I can do both. I can do both. I can do both, dude.
On this channel,
on.
we always do both. I mean,
We
This
like to attack.
this point.
We like to attack things from both ends here.
yes, yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We'll have to get a flank in. Out into the streets, rogue in the sheets. All right. Oh God.
Unarmed combat.
That is 13 physical peril. It's 2d6 plus or 2d10 plus 2.
Ooh, all right, only one.
That was close.
Okay. You slip
my
down a
friend.
track on your peril track.
Yep.
You manage to dislodge the arm. It is unfathomably big. It's one of those like it hurts so bad that you kind of start to black out a bit. And as you do, you slip and fall in the stall. And you're a large kid. Just
Yeah.
woof, woof, woof. And you hear other people in other stalls go like, "What the hell? Hey!" And you can hear people like going like, "Hey, are you okay in there?"
It's fine. Slipped on soap. Doing okay.
Oh, buddy.
And he's just gonna sit there with his arms literally akimbo between his legs, with his forearm stumps just below the elbow,
Fucking hell.
the graft spots bleeding,
Yeah.
and just kind of
Not-
sit there.
Not
and,
just like leaking super blood, but there's some minor bleeding there.
and he's going to allow himself to just sit under the water for a little bit because
Yeah. No, I think that's
the heat
definitely
is kind of gone. So in a way, at least those two spots are a relief.
yeah. It's the burning has definitely stopped. You can still see that they're the things themselves are the things. Your arms are still warm, but you're away from them now, and there's kind of almost a weird phantom numbness.
He flexes his fingers that aren't there as he sits
Yeah.
under the water.
We sit on that image for a moment, that high angle of him, like from basically the point of view of that streaming shower head. And we cut back to an indignant Dougie going, "What do you mean you've touched the referees?"
Funny story.
I love to laugh.
Oh wait! Hold on, I got pictures. Hold on.
Yeah.
Dougie's cool, right? Wait. She stops. She holds her phone back. Wait, we're cool with Dougie, right?
We're
Dougie's
cool with
Dougie's-
Dougie.
I like Dougie. Okay, cool. Dougie, come here.
Thanks.
And she hops down over to the bed and sits on Artyom's bed next to him. Pulls out the picture of her with the two refs where they're like hugging
Oh,
from
yeah.
earlier.
What the fuck did you do?
So you know how you said that that was the first ghost you've experienced?
Yeah?
It's my third today.
Yeah? Good
He
face?
starts and stops to speak like a half dozen different times, and then at the end he just kind of like he's looking back and forth between Esme and Xandra, and he just kind of keeps looking at Esme more and more of like, this has got to be a you thing.
Good idea. Yeah. So I don't know why it works on them because I've had my ghosts have been simultaneously within people and other objects all the time, and they've never been able to be a physical.
Her ghost can possess them.
Yeah, but that's never happened before, and I think it's really rad, but also it was hard, and they seem to have a hard time staying there. But we
You have
can't fully figure
ghosts?
what?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just thought everybody kind of knew that, but that's
No,
why
I
was a
figured.
weird kid.
Well, I mean, I've seen you fight, and I figured. Listen, like, there's a kid here that pulls a sword out of his chest. I just figured it was like that kind of shit. I didn't think that like ghosts were the metaphysical implications of this. I gotta lie back down again.
There are dragons, Dougie.
Yeah, wait.
That's real life. That's different.
That's wait a minute.
At some point, it wasn't real life, and I'm sorry to say now you just got another verification of something fantastical coming to life.
Dragons are real and make sense. These are ghosts. Ghosts are made up fantasy stories. Or not, apparently. I think I need a drink, and I don't drink. Does anybody know what drinking is? I need to lie down again.
I've been told vodka makes you forget, but we don't have that. They won't. I don't think we have that. We don't have that,
We
right?
definitely don't have vodka.
Well,
No, I don't have vodka.
so,
Could you score some vodka? Never mind. No, I'm getting off track here. Okay. So you, and he points at Esme, have real life actual ghosts. It's not like a cool psychic power thing. You have
No.
real actual ghosts that can then possess the fucking tin tube men. What happened when you touched them?
They gave me a head pat.
Well,
He just kind of like lays back down again, and you just hear laughing.
one of them found the hat. They couldn't answer whether it felt like they were walking or floating. So
Yeah,
I
that's an
figured
important question to ask them.
between you and the ghosts being able to do that, they have to run off inner fire, and I don't know how.
But like, so here's a question: if they run on inner fire, we do too, sort of, right? So why can't I possess? Why can't I have Luther hop into you?
Have you tried?
Dougie just sits up and looks very nervously at both of you.
The first time there's kind of been a lot of firsts on
I give you
overriding
permission
people's...
to let one of them try to possess me.
Dear Penthouse, today.
I mean, I did it with Ira. Maybe. Are you sure? I don't.
That's true. He did grab Art's arm Arts. Hey, should we see if he's bleeding out somewhere?
Try it.
Okay, but only if you promise to, like, knock him unconscious in the shower or something and make sure he's okay.
I will.
Listen, if you would just tell him who
Isn't that
your
assault?
dad is, he'll honestly let you do anything you want.
That's the issue. I don't want him to treat me
Fucking
different just
suck
because
it
of
up.
who
You could help him if you just suck it up. He's not gonna look at you weird. Well, he might.
I
for a
wanted
little bit.
friends
He looks
that
at everyone
didn't
kind of
know.
a little weird, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone looks at him a little weird too.
Yeah, we're really a weird ass room. Everyone looks at us weird, okay?
Yeah, and that's coming from me.
I don't think you're that weird.
Well, thank you. Honestly, having met you and spent time with you, Esme, you're not as weird as I thought either. Still pretty weird, but not as weird.
Okay. I promise, after you see if the ghost
Sounds
can
roller
possess me,
coaster.
I will go and
Yeah,
knock
she's
on the
like-
door and make sure Artyom isn't lying unconscious in the puddle in the shower.
What are the
Last I
odds,
saw him,
honestly?
his arms were bleeding, but it looked like I could have handled it, so...
I'm sure he'll be fine. He's probably just like some cuts and stuff. He's probably got, I mean, I don't know. There's like an artery there, I think. I saw that in a TV show one time.
There is, actually.
Oh, okay. That's probably bad.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, what are we doing with ghosts?
So I'm gonna try and I'll see if anybody's around, and if I can possess you, then we know it's the fire, right? Okay, and there's no other variables, and you're saying it's okay.
I am giving you full permission, and I will not resist it.
As soon as you say if there's anybody around, Luther's just like there on the bed as well now.
Hey Luther, do you wanna wear Zandra's pretty eyes? You liked them before.
That's a really strange way of putting it.
Dougie goes pale.
What? He thought you had really pretty eyes. I
Oh.
forgot to tell you. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Luther.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, she can't hear me.
No. But could you try and be her like what you did earlier?
You mean like? I can't say. You mean like go inside her? Jesus fuck.
Possess.
You mean like possess her?
If that's what you did before with the refs, yeah.
I could try.
Consent was
And-
given.
He
I
he
asked.
he kind of gets up and walks over. And again, to remind folks, he's like this sort of hollow, sort of like sad gray, like not translucent, but he's not quite all there. Orderly looking dude with a fucking like rebar stuck through the middle of him.
He's a really
Just-
big target. He's a big dude, so it was really easy probably.
And he's
Yeah.
kind of slouched over and he kind of like lumbers over towards Xandra, who's like looking in his vague direction, but not like meeting his eye line or anything, because she doesn't know where the fuck his head is. And he just kind of like shuffles over to where she is. Where are you set up, Xandra? How is
Probably
Xandra?
standing by my desk by the computer again, just kind of looking over at the other two who were sitting on the bed while we were talking.
Okay. So if you're standing up, then he just kind of like walks over. He's a little bit taller than you. As I recall, I'm trying to remember how tall Xandra is.
Like 5'6".
Like 5'6". Okay, so not a ton taller. He's like 5'9", 5'10". So he's got a
I'll
couple
always
inches
make
on
characters that are taller than me.
Live that fantasy, right?
I don't blame you. I often make characters that are shorter than me. So I feel ya. He walks over and is like kind of like face to chest with Xandra, and then just like falls forward and passes through her. Zzzz. And now he's face down on the floor of your room.
Oh. You okay?
That was weird.
I mean, you passed through people before, so I didn't think it was gonna work.
Oh, did he try already?
Yeah.
Yeah, you felt nothing.
I feel like you don't have like a, maybe there's just not enough in you, right? Like the refs are a lot. There's a lot in a ref. Maybe you just don't have enough in you to hold on to.
Or maybe you have too much. Pipes and Dougie.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Like the refs aren't people, right? They're like little robots. I mean, you're a whole Xandra.
Too much
I was
personality.
what, lower orange?
Oh, your arm rating?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yes. Oh yeah, that takes me way back to like episode 2.
I'm still on the lower end of the scale. I mean, maybe. I don't know what would...
Luther gets back up and just continues to keep walking through Xandra.
Oh no. Okay, no. You tried.
Oh, is he trying again?
Yeah.
I look in the complete wrong direction. I'm very sorry, Luther.
Luther goes through the middle of her torso. Just like he bends over in half and goes whoop through her torso, and you can see his head sticking out the back, and it turns and looks at you, Esme, and he just shakes his head.
Not gonna happen. All right.
Sorry.
Think you know. You good effort. Good effort, right? We found something out for science. We're just gonna have to rope out another one to do more science together.
Well, if I get onto the student council, they'll give me my own ref.
I could take any ref I want. You don't need you to be a part of the weird group that like uses people. We should also,
I'm gonna go check on Artyom.
yeah, we should probably have this conversation with Artyom.
I will tell him. I'll sit him down, and I'll tell him today, alright?
Esme like turns to look at Dougie with the
Dougie just sort of like looks back, like, okay, is this bad? What?
wait. Okay.
I point at the sheet covering the bed, and I just kind of go,
Yeah, he's way into your dad.
yeah,
Wait, like he's into your dad.
I think
I
he
think
would
he's sleeping
love to
on your
be-
dad.
yes.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
I shushed Quirlion
You're
and stopped her
serious.
from telling him. Yeah.
Shush, a dragon for this.
People treat me different because of my father.
No, I
And
know. Yeah.
It's been
You're, like,
since
famous.
never that I've had a friend that liked me for me and not who my father was. So
Listen, your dad's
Oh.
cool and all, but like I'm pretty sure the dragons could kick his ass. So sorry, he's hot,
Dougie's-
but not that hot.
Dougie stands up and like walks over to you, Xandra, and just he like
it's
on, bring it in.
very awkward, but Xandra will actually go in for the hug.
there it is. There it is. Oh yeah.
Did
this
you
is
need
what
a
friends
hug
are.
for something?
We're friends now.
I thought we were friends.
Well, yeah, but you've got a lot of emotional baggage and I'm trying to help you work through it. Hey, we should go check on that other guy. It's weird that I'm in this room with you two. Actually, probably a violation of a rule or something. I gotta go.
Are
He
you?
just like exits.
Oh my god!
After
my
he
heart.
stopped with the hug, I'm just like, ow, ow.
Oh no!
Xandra goes over and just like checks on the phone, but will pocket the phone instead of leaving it there on the desk unattended.
Okay. Wise.
And
How much
then-
were you able to transfer?
oh, well, I need to charge it until I can turn it on. I'll turn it
Oh.
back on after we're done fixing up Artyom and figuring out what the hell is going on.
As you go out into the hall, there is a trail of like there's little droplets of blood leading down the hall. Like they're not huge pools, but it's a noticeable trail of blood leading down the hall.
This is the
You
forest.
see
the death
Joey
of
in the
gingerbread.
hall. Sorry, what?
This is the worst child's tale ever.
Hansel and Gretel got really intense.
Just about to fucking say that, Fox. Get out of my head.
It's okay. The sleep witch
Yeah.
won't find us.
It's my turn. It's my turn to be.
Joey immediately like he's like
It's dark
who's
over
coming
there,
out of
doesn't
the
it?
room, and he looks down at that, and looks at you two, is like, "Is that yours?"
No. Mine stayed under the skin.
Mine too.
I'm glad, Joey.
That's what it's supposed to be. So you
And I'm gonna
doing a good
keep
job.
following it as he's admiring his fingertips.
If they're called fingers, how do they thing?
It's exactly what he says. As you're like leaving. Yeah, the trail of blood leads into the showers. There's people in there. They are showering.
And is it like communal, unisex, because it's individual stalls, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's not weird that we just walk in.
So we should
No.
wait. So we don't have to take off our clothes to make it not weird.
There's a locker room.
Is it
That's
weird
a
that I got my
sentence.
sweater on? 'Cause
This is not bathhouse rules.
okay. I'm
No,
not gonna
yeah.
offend anybody, and
You don't need to take your clothes off.
wearing boxers again, that might be bad.
Artyom, would you please let me help?
I think I am at this point where I do need help. Yes.
Do you have on pants, or do you need to get pants on before I come in?
My clothes are very wet right now, but stay out there for a second.
Hey, what the hell are you guys doing? Like someone like sticks their head up over a stall.
Everyone leave shower that is not in team 666.
Hmm.
Hey, Dougie,
How
come.
about fuck you, you weirdos? I don't know what like weird sex thing you're getting up to, but like some of us have.
If you
So,
do not
like-
leave, I will break your spine with my teeth.
There's a squeak and you hear the water in that stall stop.
Xandra's looking at the door, like, to the stall, just, like, really confused and just starting to get very concerned now.
The stall door opens and another student with a towel wrapped around them just, oh, God, fucking. I'm gonna go report this. This is fucking weird. You guys are just so Jesus. Is that blood? What the fuck? As they make their way out of the bathroom. You're now alone in here, the three of you. One of you inside of a stall. Man, this was not a direction I was expecting. You guys are not on the flow chart.
Ha!
Artyom, I think everyone's gone now.
I still need you to stay
I'll
outside for a few moments.
Alright, I'll stay right here.
I have to explain something.
Okay.
I may be hurt more than I let on.
Okay.
I may need you to be very understanding. Because I have no other choice but to hope that you do not do what everyone else has done so far.
I can tell you I've seen some pretty weird shit growing up, so...
This is pretty weird, I think.
Alright. I promise I will keep my mouth shut until you are done explaining. How about you, Esme?
I kind of like weird, so I'm sure I'm gonna like you still too.
Extra request for Esme.
Yeah.
No ghosts right now, please.
This way, like, looks around and is like, everybody out! You heard the man.
Sure enough, there are three ghosts standing behind you, and they just blink
I know
away.
you're in room 666. I know. I'm sorry. It wasn't clear.
Brooke's shoulders kind of sag a little bit, and then she vanishes. Actually, the other
Sorry.
two just kind of wink, wink,
Yeah,
and then wink.
they give you some time, but you know, in the future, you gotta say like the corporeal beings of room 666 to be more understanding for everybody involved.
You'll understand why I'm not being so accentuated with words.
Actually, Xandra and Esme. Oh, give me a. I think this is awareness rather than scrutinize.
Oh.
Give me an awareness test, standard difficulty.
Success.
Nope.
Okay. Esme, something's cooking. Xandra, you smell burning flesh. Like
Artyom?
singed flesh. You can smell it.
Are you eating
I smell burning flesh, so
Oh.
if you don't start explaining, I'm gonna pull an Artyom and break the door down.
Like I said, you just have to... You promised you will be understanding, so... Just... Prepare, you can come in.
Okay.
You
And
open the door,
door.
and sitting there in a stall is your friend Artyom, and he's got his arms kind of pulled in to his sides a little bit, and you notice that they Jesus Christ.
Nope, I can't do that.
Yeah,
already.
as is
can't
being
do
very
both sides.
helpfully displayed right now. We're just gonna wait for
I was gonna go for visual, but whatever.
Yeah.
Continue.
It's quite all right. You know, hey, I suspect the hustle. I respect the hustle. The hustle's a little sus, but
The sussel?
What's
the
up?
sussel. Where the fuck was I? Right, missing arms boy. Jesus, I'm trying to be all grotesque over here, you guys. Yeah, his arms start at the shoulder and end just at the elbow, which is further disturbed by the fact that you can see the shredded, bloody mess of his arms at his feet in the shower stall. There's a lot of blood on the floor. Kind of going, like, washing down into the drain.
Sandra?
Okay. He kind of raises one arm and just, hey guys.
Sandra?
I said I would keep my mouth shut until Artyom explained, so... One question before you start. Can I fix it?
I hope so. I do not want to have to go see Dragon for this.
We can fix it. Sandra's amazing, and she's gonna like crouch down and yeah, definitely can fix it.
Everybody take 1 point of conflict.
Including Artyom.
Oh yeah, including Artyom, because he just had to show this to his friends.
Did Ira
And-
do this?
No. Well, sort of. I don't know details. My parents designed them for me, so I only know how to do simple maintenance. Take my medication when I need to. It doesn't hurt right now. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
I do not know what's wrong with them.
So they go back on, right?
Yes, they do.
Because I know when people stop feeling pain, it's not
Oh.
always good.
Oh, no. These were never mine. Well...
What?
Folds up his arms, and you can see that the graft is torn around, but you can also see evidence of, like, neural input ports
Mhm.
on a stump.
Yeah.
It's a prosthetic.
Yes. I have 4 total. These 2, seem to not be working right at the moment.
Xandra just kind of slumps up against the wall a bit and is blinking rapidly at the situation. Wants to ask a bunch of questions, but what ends up coming out of her mouth is, do I use first aid or robotics?
Both? I don't
Okay.
know entirely.
Well,
That part goes on to this, and they
Oh, buddy.
they connect to my nervous system.
While you explain further as much as you want to, do you mind if I start trying to fix it?
At that point, you hear footsteps of somebody coming in there. It's the student from before. They've now got like a bathrobe on. And floating behind them, as you can hear them going, yeah, they're in here. They're being, like, we're just trying to take a shower, and they're, oh my God. And the student referee in tow, which is now just sort of observing this whole scene, stops dead in their walking and floating tracks.
I will remember your face.
They go pale and then and run for the sink.
I look at the referee and I
Its
just
little blue thing deploys.
Just
Oh,
he using his
Siren,
knee
that's the word for that.
and then the wall. He is gonna stand up, look to the ref. I am student Artyom Sokolov. You can access my medical files. You will know that this is part of my maintenance procedure, and that I have activated my fail-safe release.
Vital signs indicate student Artyom Sokolov has received severe trauma and is missing quite a great deal of blood. I will escort you now to the medical center.
I am currently receiving emergency first aid from a qualified individual.
Students are not qualified medical personnel. Do you require assistance to be taken to the medical building?
I do not need assistance. I already have all I need right here.
do you think they've already told the network? Esme kind of whispers
how would I put this?
This is standard maintenance. He's only lightly wounded by technicality. Just want to
I mean-
let you know. It's not. He doesn't have any injuries. He doesn't have bleed.
Yeah, I'll grant you. But also, you just ripped your damn arms off.
It's also, but it's kind of part of the design. So to a degree, his physical form isn't as hurt as what it seems. Hence why he was referencing his medical file.
No, for sure. Processing request. And its little blue spinny, not the siren, but its little blue spinny eye kind of goes around and around and around.
While it's spinning, I'm going to see what I can do.
What can you do?
You got science and medicine, so you could probably make heads or tails of what's going on. Sort of. Probably.
You have a doctorate in robotics there, Xandra?
No, I don't have a doctorate. I'm
Are
in
you
high
one of the
school.
foremost leading roboticists and cyberneticists in Russia? Excuse me, the USSR?
I'm in high school.
But you're
I'm a
really
17.
gifted.
It sure is a robot arm. Definitely plugs into that stump there. Looks like it's cooking a little bit.
I could
Chunks of it are missing.
potentially suture up what's there on the arm. Try to reconnect after
Check.
it's stable.
Check power cell first.
You have a power cell? Please tell me it's not a battery.
No, well...
Well, we have Duracells in the room.
More of converter for inner fire interfacing with the machine. I may have blown an inhibitor.
Xandra turns and looks at the ref. And then looks back at Artyom. And goes, alright, where...
Your presence has been requested. Please proceed with me to the medical building.
Liet.
Please proceed with me to the medical building, or I will be forced to escort you there by force.
I will hold your hands.
It's comforting to know.
God.
Please put them in a bag. I will go with you, so long as you give me a moment to go get a jacket.
I can
Or-
go get you a jacket.
Please go get my jacket.
Do you want
Two
the
other
one with
referees enter the
maximum on
bathroom.
back?
Or the showers, rather.
I don't deserve to wear that right now. Please just get my bathrobe.
Okay. I thought that had maximum on it too, but I'll get it for you.
No,
Okay.
he actually doesn't have a maximum bathrobe.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? The audience is shocked.
Yeah, like, wait, what?
No, it's a simple gray bathrobe. It's a little ratty though, but it's still like of all the stuff he has that has maximum plastered all over it. That's the one thing that really isn't.
Wow.
No, it's his
Xandra then just kind
bathrobe.
of blinks and goes, okay.
Is ration of bathrobe. We all get one every year.
And it does have embroidery on it. That just says Dr. V. Sokolov.
Oh,
Oh, we're all dead. That's cool. I'm gonna
that's
take
fine.
this drink to rehydrate.
I didn't need these fucking feelings.
Ow! Who punched me in my soul? I'm gonna go.
I didn't know I
Throw
had a
this
soul
fucking
like a
thing
punk.
away.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll go get that for you now. Xandra, if anybody, you don't go without.
We'll wait here for the rest of the team. I'm pretty sure we're going with him, I say to the referees.
You don't get any response from them. They, one of the referees sort of directs the puking student back out of the restroom, and the third one just sort of posts up at the door, just saying like, "There is currently a medical emergency going," blah 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 blah, and hearing him directing people away from the shower.
Esme tries to step like around the ref to get.
Oh yeah,
out.
as you get like within a certain range of it, it just shuffles over, like it won't let you touch it. It does not react. Insubordination is punishable by death.
All right, well,
Students who stick out their tongue will be killed.
What?
What?
let's get your stuff together.
The medical bag and arms is all I need at this point, I think. And bathrobe would be nice, so I am not walking around with My, yeah.
Xandra's gonna take off her jacket and use it to wrap around the arms. Just to keep them hidden and away from everything else.
She took off her jacket.
Yeah!
Wow.
It actually came off. It
It
didn't come off when she
detaches
was
from the
crawling
shoulders?
around in the tunnel.
That is not the thing you should be surprised comes off. To be clear, this is in full reverse, my
It's-
friends.
It's like I said, the static
The jacket
electricity,
comes off.
like the balloon on the head, stuck to a wall, is how it sticks to Xandra. She fucking keeps it there for a reason.
The arms are supposed to come off. The shirt and the jacket.
No, that's not how this. I know I've been removed from society for a real long time, but that I
You've
am
seen
firm.
me in a
I know how
sweatshirt.
arms work.
You've seen me in a sweatshirt. You have seen me in casual clothing. You have seen me in pajamas.
No,
Your
but-
friend's in a lot of shock right now. You know, he's lost a lot of blood. It was very traumatic.
Esme's getting
Gone a
the
little
bathrobe,
loopy.
also getting you a pair of like dry pants, socks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is totally soaked.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's getting just like I don't know, clothes. Don't expect it to look coordinated or nice, but it's your clothes and they are dry, and she's bringing them back
Yeah.
with the robe.
And you're able to get changed with some assistance.
No,
Remind
he
me-
wouldn't need assistance.
Oh, okay, I guess not.
It-
Uh,
He wouldn't need assistance in
Okay.
terms of like it would be very disturbing looking
hmm
to the abled nearby.
But that's not a new wound for you. You've lived
No.
with that. You
Yeah,
know
he-
how
he-
to live with that.
He says thank you and he starts grabbing things with his teeth. He
Gotcha.
using his toes. He's got in more flexible than you would expect. Like he's able to reach his waistband with his big toe and just kind of slide his pants
okay.
down.
Okay, so yeah, so this is something that RTM's like super used to. It's just been a minute, but yeah, okay, then yeah, RTM gets himself dressed, and the referee, yeah, just like the coat. I just realized you wrapped it up in that coat. Isn't that coat like full of like needles and shit?
It's in the inner lining and they don't come out unless I want them to.
Makes
And
sense.
they're acupuncture needles, so
Yeah. Okay.
it's not
Uh,
like though in one part there's a very heavy part in the bottom of the lining where Xandra keeps the two large giant fucking knitting needles that Artyom
Oh,
got her.
Oh God, yeah. Jesus, those things.
I could bludgeon someone with my jacket and kill them, but they're not gonna come out unless I want them to.
God, you're like Piccolo. You're just carrying around like 40 pounds of jacket everywhere.
Except
Now
it
you-
looks and flutters like
just as
there's
grumpy.
nothing
Oh,
there.
of course.
I see
Of
no.
course. Well, they're very light. They're like aluminum or
Animable.
something. I don't know.
Exactly.
Fabric functions on a different
Yeah.
like set of physics.
Totally. We cut to the entryway to the what the hell is it called? The medical building. And like the nurse you saw earlier is like just like kind of walking by with like a chart or something, kind of glances over. It's like, oh wow, you threw your back again?
Just need a minor checkup. What are we seeing?
The
The-
the referees, please follow me to the appropriate facilities. And he leads you right past the check-in desk, through the lobby towards the elevators.
I do not think we have choice in this matter.
I don't either.
We need to. Well, probably gonna have to explain what happened.
Yes, it was training. There was moment in a room where I cut myself very, very deeply. In fact, I believe it was from thrust. I did not parry correctly. I used wrestling instinct instead of fencing instinct. Cut was deeper than I realized. Maybe ruptured inhibitor. No, converter. I think that is term.
Bong! The elevator arrives. The door is open and the referee gestures inside. It does not go inside itself. It just sort of gestures to the elevator.
Walk in. What floor are we going to?
I gotta think about how tall that building is. Please proceed to the 3rd floor.
With his foot, he just deftly lifts his foot up and pokes the button with his big toe.
You hit it. There's a beat, and that referee just like stands in the doorway, like in the middle of the like waiting for the doors to close. And like as the doors are closing, you can see that its little like its little siren pops back down into its head, and shukunk, and the doors start to close. There's a beat because the elevator doesn't move, which is weird. And where you've pushed the 3 button on the little panel of buttons, it unlights, and the elevator descends. Instead of, you were on the first floor, you were expecting it to go up. You feel it go down, and it goes down for a bit, and it goes down for a bit.
I do not think we are going to a main facility inside building.
I don't think we're going to the 3rd floor either. So, no, bad time to.
He's just staring into the middle distance that is the door in front of him.
I'll wait until you're feeling better.
The door's open. You, let's see, how do I want to describe this room? Before you is a large, it's you can tell that it's like domed because of the shape of the ceiling. This massive round room that the elevator is stuck onto one side of, obviously. Jesus Christ, Fox. That it's like a big circle, maybe 40 feet in diameter or so, 50 feet. It's a huge space. Lining the walls, there are these, not dissimilar to the, what do they call them? The referees, like little blue rings. There's like these much larger, like blue bands running along the wall. And you can see, like they're dimly lit. They don't glow quite as brightly as the referees do, but there's like 2 of them towards the top of the dome. And you can trace that there's like a slightly brighter patch that's like rotating around, almost like there's a, if you can imagine like a marble in a track going around and around, like that's where the bright patch kind of just keeps doing. It's very slowly moving around that ring. Just below that, there's actually glass, or what you assume is glass. There's something clear that's holding back a whole shitload of water and a bunch of fish. It's like a really beautiful fish tank, and there's like light coming through it and kind of dancing across the rest of the room, wherein you see a very large, the closest point of comparison I could put here is you basically see the fucking Bat computer. It's this enormous collection of like one big monitor, a whole shitload of small ones, several computer terminals all kind of chunked together in a very Bruce Wayne-like arrangement of data and information.
Love that as a descriptor.
Off to the right-hand side, you can see what you assume is a collection of medical equipment. There is like a not a bed, but like a half reclined chair, essentially, with a number of devices next to it. Things with screens, things with hoses, things with wires, things with little scanner dealy boops, just kind of around this thing, along with a lighting system, or not a lighting system, but a light, like a big light that is currently not turned on, just
The
above
surgical lamps.
it. Surgical lamp. Thank you. This is
I just-
why I
yeah.
have good friends who know things.
That's my
There's a-
familiar. That's good.
There's a big ass surgical lamp kind of like over it. Over to the left, you see, God, what do you see? It's a collection of personal effects in various glass cases. Again, not to draw too many. You guys found the Batcave. But you see a handful of what look like fossils inside of glass cases. A bunch of books stacked around. The least orderly thing looks like there's a bunch of books just piled around in little stacks. A television of all things. It's currently turned to the news, weirdly. And
Would we possibly find Dirk Daring down here?
Dirk Daring?
Dragon Slayer.
Okay, yeah, Dirk the Daring. Okay, yes. I was like, is that a Dragon Slayer joke? Okay, yeah.
It is a dragon.
No, Space Ace is hanging out, but
Space Ace. Okay.
he's here with Blog. No, but up on the wall in that section on the left, one thing of particular note is that there is a thin one-handed sword with an ornate handguard placed on the wall, and there's a light shining on it as though it's like you would show a trophy, or like, if I know for some places, if you have the flag up at night, you have to have like a spotlight essentially on it, and it has one shining up from the floor. There's a little bar that like shines up on it so that it's always lit.
Is this
That's the thing that catches your nose.
anything I would recognize from any sort of history or
book.
lore on the dragons or the history of?
Potentially.
Okay.
The thing is that there's no like history check sort of skill in this game, so
Like
I'm thinking
academics?
Yeah,
Education.
education. Oh, actually, that's more apt than Anybody who wants to, when they catch sight of that little section over there, is welcome to make an education roll. Standard difficulty for everyone except Xandra, for whom it is routine because reasons.
I missed by 4.
Oh no.
You're very distracted right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Success. I hope so. That was a 75. I needed it.
Spitting that your character would evolve us.
So, as you step out of that elevator and look over there, Xandra, you do, you know a little bit about fossils, and you recognize that those are dinosaur fossils. Stuff dating back to like those eras, bits and bobs of that, and they look real as hell. They do not look like recreations. But what really catches your eye is it kind of pulls you in towards it, is you're looking at that sword and you know you've seen it somewhere. And in the back of your mind, there's a flash, and you think back to that picture on Uncle Benny's desk. That is definitely Kyla Harper's sword. You've seen it before. You're certain of it. And
I don't like that it's on display. Here. Why here?
because I have it. Comes from behind the little monitors in the middle of the room, as stepping around from those computer screens, from those Bruce Wayne computer screens, steps Praleon with her little horns and her little lab coat and her heels that go clop 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 as she walks over towards the three of you. Well, you three look like a mess. How about we take care of that, huh?
Yes, it would be greatly appreciated. Although I
Come.
could have handled it myself.
I strongly doubt that, but I appreciate that you have a lot of pride, and you should. You do good work, Artyom. But for now, we should get your arms reattached. So, we should get your arms reattached, eh? So, if you would just come over here, and she indicates over to that little surgical area, and as she just like sweeps her hand over to it, that big surgical lamp just comes on. What do you do?
I'll go over and begrudgingly take a seat.
What about the rest of you two?
Xandra's still holding the arms?
Oh, honey.
And just looks at Praleon and looks at Artyom and looks at the sword and then back to Praleon, just like, I don't understand any of what is happening.
Wait, what about the sword? Wait, why is that fancy?
If there's anyone here that can fix my arms, it will be Dragon. Dragons have long history with swords, if I remember stories right.
Yeah,
You do have a good memory. And yes, please. Like as you're sitting down, she has this like very just happy, smiling demeanor of like, and please call me Praleon. So, if I get the arms, please, over here.
yeah, Xandra goes over and goes, but the sword is Kayla Harper's, as she just kind of holds out the jacket with the arms, but it's just been unwrapped.
Hmm.
And the arms out.
And she like very gingerly like takes just like the whole coat from you and goes over to a surgical like table essentially and kind of plops it all down, disregarding your question completely. Okay, now this is gonna tingle just a little bit, but then no more pain. So she like waves her hand over a display essentially. It's like she's drawing something in the air. And several of the devices kind of hum to life. Again, you didn't notice at the time, but they've got that weird blue etching on them, and like lines kind of run up them. And you feel like your whole body, like the chair, gets kind of warm for a second, and then everything that hurts kind of just goes numb very quickly. It's a strange sensation. The closest comparable is like when you are being rejuvenated by the referees after a fight. It's kind of similar to that, but it's a slightly different sensation.
Have a feeling.
And she picks up the arms, and it's just, whew, these are in a state. Well, let's see what we can do about rejuvenating these as well, and then get them attached to you, right as rain. And she like opens up some other device, like this big like cylinder essentially that kind of like rolls in an opening, and she places the arms inside there, and then with her back to you, she's just doing something to the arms in there. What do you do?
You doing okay, Artyom?
Oh, I do believe I have everything well in hand.
Esme makes a gross sound. She's been keeping her distance from the
Really on
actual
Snickers.
Is there anything that I can learn to help in case something else happens? He is my teammate.
Oh, how to put this delicately, but this is way beyond you.
He learns really fast. I bet if you took the time to teach her, she would catch on.
Well, if I was to teach her something, and she kind of like looks back over her shoulder a little bit, I think you know the methods you would need to make sure that happens. Now then,
Working on it.
I think we're just about done here. And she like turns back around, and you can see on the arms there's like patches of sort of a silvery material, essentially filling in where all of the flesh is. So there's like these silver streaks, these bright silver streaks running down in a spirally kind of pattern along the arms. And she just kind of like regards them with, okay, so, wait. There we go. Right, left. Yes. She walks over. Okay, so I think this part you pretty much know how to do. So, and she sets the right arm down on essentially little armrests where you are sitting, and kind of like gently places down your right arm on one side, and then goes around, places the left arm on the other one. Yeah, so may I? And she's kind of like looks at you with, she's got the arm like this, like she's about to like shunk it into place.
He holds up and it's not completely, like there's beyond the elbow there is a little bit, so he has the elbow joint intact. Just below the elbow. He has
it's like the forearms.
Yeah,
mostly.
Yeah.
And it would probably require medical checks to understand what happens here, where it terminates.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
paying very close attention.
So, as a player, I'm gonna request that you make medical
You
tests.
somehow found a way. Are you?
Because I don't know if they would know immediately. Catch on what it is.
The other two, you're talking about Esme and
Yeah,
Xandra.
if they want to understand what it is. I know Praleon 100% knows.
Oh yeah, she super knows what the hell this thing is. How do you think she was able to fix it so quick? But yeah,
The nature of the termination.
yeah, I think for Xandra, this is definitely a standard either medicine or education check. For Esme, it would be a -10 challenging of either of those, because she's a little out of her depth here.
16 will make it.
Do you want to tell him or should I?
It's natural, underdeveloped
Okay.
termination. There's no. The only scar tissue seems to be around the ports
So it wasn't fully formed.
as he sockets his arm in.
Yeah, and she just like pops it back into place essentially. And has like pulls a rag out of a pocket and just kind of like wipes away the blood at the join there. And as she's moving her hands over that section, like she kind of like moves her thumb around the edges there, and you can see the skin graft setting itself back in place, healing his arm. She proceeds to the other side and begins basically doing the exact same thing to the other side.
Once this hand is starting to move again, he
oh yeah, like in the moment it's attached, like you can feel your whole arm again. Feels fine. Weirdly silver.
he'll reach across, grab the wrist of the other arm, and put his right arm back on.
Which with no trouble. And again, like she regrafts the skin back to your arm.
I would not have made aesthetic choice. I do not like bringing attention to them.
Yeah. So that she wouldn't say she's a dragon. So that will clear away in time. We why don't you join me for a little chat while we wait for the material to meld with the rest of your form. It's probably the most straightforward way to explain that. Tea? And she just sort of indicates over to where she's got the television. There's a small sofa over there. There's a chair. And she's heading over that direction. She looks at kind of back at the three of you.
Maybe she'll answer you about the sword.
I highly doubt that, but yeah, let's
Kind of
wait.
cannot turn down this hospitality at this point.
Yeah.
I kind of can't say no in that regard.
Yeah, you feel amazing. In fact, you can undo your wound. You feel great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I will, the nurse of the school just did what she do.
Yeah. So he'll get down. There's still always that little oddness to it.
Yeah. Like it feels weird, but not painful.
Yeah.
It's just so bizarre.
He is kind of used to it. He has to go through this.
It's like the good version of a phantom pain, which I don't even know how you describe that.
So, flexing his hands, occasionally rubbing the connection spot, he walks over and takes a seat in the tea cozy nook.
Is that you two?
Before joining them, Xandra will walk over and grab the jacket.
Oh, it's really gross, probably. I mean, maybe leave that off. You're actually, you know what? You look horrible already. Still, you're dirty. It's fine. You know what? We'll do the laundry. We don't have to do our laundry, right? Because the other people do. It's fine. They'll clean it.
I'm gonna do my laundry this time. I don't want to explain. Blood and dirt.
You don't have to explain shit. They just gotta do our laundry. There's civilized way.
Why are you covered in blood and dirt anyway? She turns around and she's got just like a pot full of tea.
Sparring.
I point at Artyom's arms.
Yes, and those. I was wondering why those got torn off. And she pours 4 cups of tea.
And Xandra goes and pulls down the collar and goes, sparring.
Sparring.
We were sparring. It started off in the fencing class when there was unfortunate mistake. I blocked with arm rather than sword.
And it took both of your arms off.
The sword must have nicked one of the inhibitors or something along those lines. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but what ended up happening was overheating, and I performed the emergency release on both just to be safe.
That's what you thought happened, which is understandable. Your understanding, of course, being very limited. Please, sit. She's kind of indicating to the other two, who you don't have to sit down if you don't want to. I just wanted to.
Xandra will go over and sit down and wait for tea, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's already done. Like
Oh.
you basically like pulled it out of a hole in the wall
Oh,
and pours it.
I keep
There are already
Dude, she
4
has a
cups of steaming
replicator?
hot
Wait,
tea.
I keep food in the
Bitch.
walls, and everyone says I'm paranoid. This one keeps food in the walls, and it's cool.
She's a dragon. Are you a dragon?
Man.
Tea. Earl Grey. Hot.
Mhm.
Xandra then takes a cup if it's offered, and will just.
Oh yeah,
immediately
there's
take a
there's
sip.
4 cups of tea. She takes her own and she kind of sips a little bit. So you were sparring today.
Yes.
Why are you lying to me?
Because I am not.
Okay, well. And she takes another sip. I was hoping we could do this a bit more civilly, but and she flicks her hand, she kind of like turns towards where the television is, it's got the news just kind of running on it. And she flicks her hand at it. And you see yourselves from the point of view of a referee out in front of the entryway to the service tunnels. That's you 3, right?
Yes.
That looks like you 3 to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what really interests me is because she's got it paused. It's just if I make it go here, she flicks her finger, and we hear Esme say, if I can remember the line, it was hey, can you get inside them? Shit, I just lost the name of your good ghost friend. Luther.
Yeah.
Luther, can you get inside them? And then she kind of turns back to the 3 of you. Watch this part. And there's a beat as all 3 of you are watching it, and like the whole screen just goes, just turns into like garbage.
Oh no,
Like, it's
they
just
had
digital
another
interference.
error. No. 2 errors.
It persists like this for several minutes, and she just kind of like swipes like this to make it go like just into the garbage fuzzles. And then when it returns, the referee is sideways inside the tunnel next to the other referee. It's just inside his camera range. And the 2 kind of slowly hover back up and then go back to their posts.
Wow.
Now that is curious.
I think it's very strange.
I mean, I wouldn't tell Astros. Last time we told him about a security problem, he ripped them apart. That'd be really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
If you could not tell Astros things, that would really be doing me a favor. I don't know who exactly is screwing around with my referee network. And I have some pretty damning evidence right here. Now, whatever the first disturbance was much more subtle than this and didn't look like this. So I'm guessing, I'm hoping for your sake, that you stumbled into something. And actually, no, she would say that you, and like would look at Esme, that you stumbled into something. Esme, there's a moment in your brain that flashes back to you. You remember Luther saying something a long time ago, back when you guys were having your arm exams. You remember Luther mentioning that she's afraid of you. And that just kind of comes back to you in that moment.
Well, if you show us what the first one looked like, maybe it would jog our minds, and we could maybe help you think of something.
I can't, because that one, and she swipes her hand a little bit, and you just see the hallway of Sinclair Hall. Wait for it. And then the screen goes black. And then it comes back again. As you can see, it's a bit different. So that's why I think it's probably not you. However, you may have noticed that since you got the attention of Memneth by bringing up all this to him, he's now looking for answers.
I mean, isn't that good? You want to know what happened?
Yes, desperately.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
And she kind of like leans forward with her little teacup. Now, you may have noticed Memneth is a bit capable of killing all life on this planet. I can't predict what he's going to do if he doesn't get an answer to what this is. And right now, the only thing I have to hand him, and then she just sort of like gestures towards the three of you. So, if you have something, or know something, or can give me someone, give me anyone to pin this on that isn't you,
Oh well.
then I won't have to ask you to make the ultimate sacrifice for your species.
Well, so I know who it is, but you're not gonna listen to me, and no one, and they didn't even listen to me, so it doesn't matter, right?
Her little horns, her little backwards
Oh
pointing
my
horns
God.
kind of flutter a little bit.
Oh, don't be that cute. You can kill us.
As she kind of like raises an eyebrow at you, Esme. Try me.
Sketch man.
Mr. Nightmare?
They know.
Mr.
We know about it before you do.
Etch a sketch, man. Please elaborate.
We had
She
issues.
sits back with her tea.
We had issues with nightmares. Very violent, vivid nightmares. Mine happened on one night. Theirs happened on the next, but apparently it's something that's happened before with the...
Cult of All-Seeing Eye.
No, well, seekers of.
Seekers of the Mind's Eye.
Yes.
They're on the campus?
Does she seem genuinely like?
Yeah, I mean, there's no like discernment check to make here. She doesn't seem to be lying to you.
Yeah, I mean, why would we know something? You have a security network and you've got like files and stuff. Why don't you know about this already?
Somehow they got into our heads. And I've never had anything like that before, and apparently there were similarities.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
See.
And that's why I had boxers on lockdown day. I was told it was safe here, but we have that.
Giant question mark over her head, like.
Apparently her boxers were hurting people, said her therapist. Or counselor?
Counselor. Still
Sandra would use
counselor.
counselor.
Sure.
So yeah, it's clearly Mr. Nightmare. So there you go. Told you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Who is Mr. Nightmare?
I believe it would be person who can affect nightmares.
Okay. Yeah. It's very good. Your dry sense of humor, as ever, is deeply appreciated, Artyom. No, I mean, who is this person in actuality? Like,
Wasn't that a joke? I accidentally
do
said joke.
you have a... Can you... I can't open a phone book and call up Mr. Nightmare and ask him to come here and answer for his crimes. You understand what I'm saying here? Yes?
Yeah. Well,
I need to know who
maybe
this person
Astros
is.
knows who it is because he missed one.
Astros was very thorough.
Not thorough enough.
Maybe he's like friends you have.
I'm sorry?
Whoa.
Well,
You think Mr. Nightmare's a ghost?
well, if Esteros was so thorough,
Her little horns twitch again when you mention a ghost.
if Esteros was so thorough, why are you here? And then also, the others are still here. With you, right? The way you explained it.
The lost children?
Well, Luther was a part of the cult, but he's not. He's different.
Yes, he is dead now.
So you think that the reason why Astros didn't take care of Mr. Nightmare is because Mr. Nightmare was dead to begin with?
Is Mr. Nightmare a ghost that isn't connected to you or something?
Or is there other lost children that it may be connected to?
But your ghosts couldn't get into my head. Why would Mr. Nightmare?
Well, you saw
Other
the
ghost?
Okay, not all ghosts seem to apply to the same set of rules. What do you know about ghosts?
We are making big guesses here.
Yeah.
Well, to answer your earlier question, Artyom, as to why Esme is still here, as well as I know at least one other student in the school, Astros was not ordered to murder everyone there. It was a rare show of restraint. The children that had been taken by the Seekers of the Mind's Eye were victims, and I convinced them to make sure that they survived. But he was very thorough with everyone else. Everything else there that moved, breathed, or was a written record, he saw to it that it was all annihilated, and he
Even-
takes a perverse glee in such activities.
Wait, can he kill ghosts too?
Okay. So, about ghosts. I've only ever had theories that those are even real.
Oh man, I don't know anything then. What about?
I know that your species is in deep shit if I don't have someone to hand to Memneth, but I forgive my language. She sips her tea.
Well, if you do not believe or have theories on ghosts, can you have small child hit something in here? For
Oh,
example?
Well, we've seen her
yeah.
powers manifest. We have recordings of your battles. We
yeah.
just weren't sure that they were actual extra bodily entities.
As we like nervously running her tongue across the little shark teeth and looking over to Xandra. I mean, we could convince, but I don't know if.
The only thing I can think of to prove it otherwise, other than something in combat, is a referee. Right?
Hmm. That will be a bit tricky.
Why is they tricky? They're all over place.
Or are they? Have you noticed since you came down here? She kind of just like points around to the rest of the room.
I figured we were just in a big one because of the bands that are running around the top of the room.
Oh no. I mean that's a. Well, don't worry about what that is. But it's not a referee. There are none. Congratulations, you've found my secret little sanctuary. That's why I left you at the elevator and told you to go to the 3rd floor, because it has no idea I'm down here. And she kind of smiles to herself.
Why would you want to?
You're in a information-free zone here. No referees. Nobody watching. No eyes. How do you think I'm able to talk to you so freely?
Because you're a dragon and you can do what you want.
She has point.
Oh.
You guys
my
do
sweet-
anything you want.
My sweet child. She like leans forward and puts her hand on your shoulder. No. No, I can't.
I don't understand. Who would tell you no?
Memnath. He's in charge. You understand that, yes?
Well, principal of academy, yes, but
Well, there you go.
Wait, but
Is it because he rose up 2 seconds earlier?
No, it's because she stands up and is quiet for kind of a minute as she goes over to one of the fossil cases and just kind of like puts her hand on it. When he arrived, he gave us a very similar ultimatum. It wasn't quite as tempered as the one the three of you got. Sorry, I suddenly forgot that I knew how to count. That your species got, I think is what my brain was looking for there. We did what we could to meet his expectations, and we fell short. She turns back around. So yes,
Dinosaurs?
it's a crude word. We prefer dragons.
Oh. Okay. Xandra just eyes wide just drains the teacup.
The skeletons you put together are adorable, by the way.
I don't
Some of
do
them
it
are even a little
personally.
close.
Um,
Uh,
how do we how do we know you're not lying? Because you lied about the ghost thing. You've already met one.
Ira.
I have. Explain.
There was a ghost
Yeah.
that we were all able to see trapped, stating that the blue dragon put her there.
Where? Wait, no, this was in the... You were in the tunnels.
Yes.
She said you did that to her.
Tell me what
left
you
her
saw in the
there.
tunnels.
So do you not know ghosts, or are you lying to us? Why would we...
Tell me what you saw in the tunnels.
We saw a ghost.
Of?
Blonde girl.
Pink-haired.
Pink-haired girl. Called herself Ira.
No eyes.
She
Well, now.
Humming.
took control of my arms.
And then I took
And
them-
attacked
That makes
me.
sense. They're dragon tech.
Hey, excuse me?
And that is where we're going to take our break. So, folks, this is a part of the show where we take like about a 5-minute break. We have the little eye catch. Come back in. Just to RDM's, what?
I'm sorry, did you just say his prosthesis was dragon tech?
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was no dragon tech aside from what was here at the school.
Yeah, we didn't think so either, but for some reason, this one right here, your arms and legs.
Wait, you said your mom and dad made those. Are your...
Yeah, it's what I thought, yes! No, you are not calling my parents liars.
I'm not saying they're liars. I'm saying that what you have inside of you, what's letting you do that with your arms and your hands and your feet, is the same thing that lets me like do this. And she like waves her hand around, and the blue beams up at the top there like swirl with a bunch of different colors for a second. I
What-
can show you. I can prove it to you.
Yes, fine, then show. Proof.
She stands up, kind of sets down her teacup, walks over, offers her hands like this towards your hands, and just as if she wants to take your hands. And she grips your hands and places her her thumb sort of in the center of your palms, and closes her eyes very closes her eyes very gently. She closes her eyes, Fox, and very gently presses in with her thumbs a little bit. And you again, you see her little horns. They kind of they sort of like twitch a little bit and then twitch up. And
She's a Henson Muppet.
Yeah. Oh my
Mm.
god.
the oops, I need to make the chat a little bit out of my eye line, so I'm not looking at it. The room around you, the blue lines along the ceiling go a bit dark, and then there's a blue like pulse like from the front of the dome to the back. Rather than like a loop, it's like this pulse from the front to the back, pulse from the front to the back. And you look down at Artyom's hands, and you see that in time with that pulse, there are blue lines running down the length of his forearm. Just, well, I mean, it wouldn't be making a noise, but it's just that light pulsing. And it traces along from the tips of his fingers down the center and collects in his palm. And then it goes down around the wrist and then spreads back out along several different lines up to where it stops at the elbow.
Nerves?
Dragon tech.
Maybe your parents are really smart and they figured it out.
If we could see your feet, they'd be doing the same thing.
So pretty.
And she just lets go of your hands. I don't know how you have it, why you have it, where you got it from. Frankly, the thought terrifies Asteros. Honestly, if he had his way, you'd be dead. So, you're welcome, by the way.
Why would you help us?
Why wouldn't I?
Uh,
You're such a... How to explain to you what you are?
Very confused.
Scary?
No, you're not scary. Actually weirdly fragile, but you have a sensibility about you. There's a spark to humanity. A kind of what is it your French people say? A je ne sais quoi, I guess. Uh it's you're cute in a way, but I don't mean that in a diminutive sense. More just a you have joy to you and and a lust for becoming more than what you are. You know, that explorative spirit. You're always trying to ascend and do better. You don't always make it, but it's promising and a bit endearing at times. Unfortunately, it also makes you a threat.
To
It-
what?
Yes, a threat to what? Dragons? Last I checked, you said that they're the bones. And Memneth was that threat.
Mm-hmm.
What are we threat to?
Everything. Power is a funny thing, and how it is wielded determines who is the nature of the powerful.
Last I checked, we didn't have these powers until your kind decided a couple million years rest was good and came out from the Indian Ocean. What do you mean we didn't have these powers beforehand? There was no inner fire.
Yes, there was. You just didn't
Sorry,
know what
one
you
of
were
my
doing with
theories
it.
just got confirmed, and I'm trying hard not to smile.
No,
so.
I read on that Wikipedia article in the hospital that time about how, like, you guys said that it was something that was always there, and then there was nothing else on the article about it, but...
Yeah, I mean, yes, sure. You are delightfully confusing at times to talk to. Sorry, I'm a bit flustered.
Meta-wise, it was in our primer doc.
Oh shit, was it?
Yeah.
That's right. Yes. No, it's a part of life. Life, at the very least, of a certain capacity. You've always been capable of it. We're guiding you.
So maybe we are already
several ways.
capable of dragon tech?
If there is a
Well, as evidenced,
Still
somehow your
glowing.
parents figured out how to interface with it, at the very least.
Oh.
And
It's really pretty.
sorry, it's kind of really cool.
Right? I'm sorry. It just looked... I wish I could glow.
Do not like drawing attention to it. I am like every other person here. Just happen to come with extra accessories.
Listen, I bet Maximum wouldn't hide himself.
Maximum would be extremely disappointed.
she chuckles to herself.
Maximum always says that you have to overcome things on your own, through your own will. I need parts. I cannot just do things on my own. I am not strong enough on my own. I am not...
You're plenty strong to be able to interface with it and do what you do with it.
Yes, it's actually quite curious that it apparently exploded. By the way, glancing down at your arms now, you do notice that silveriness has largely faded and is looking... It looks like flesh now that's slightly grayed.
Ooh.
It slowly seems to be taking on the color of your skin.
I'm not used to that. Just...
I have so many questions, but
It's not even like a student just hurt you. That was not normal. That was... You got, like, mauled by a ghost.
If it was not for these, I would not have been hurt that way. I do not belong here. My arms belong here, okay?
From what I've seen, your head can do just about as much damage as one of your fists, so I think you deserve to be here plenty.
I don't know if it really matters if you deserve to be here. This place is just a place. Who cares? You're a good person. You'll be a good person anywhere you go.
This is where champions are forged.
Oh.
That is true. If I may, Artyom, you seem greatly distressed by this, which is a little confusing for me, as humans, their emotions are still a little hard for us to track, and I've had more experience than most. There are a number of students at this academy who use all sorts of weapons. Your friend Xandra, in fact, and she just sort of indicates to your coat. What you have is no different. These, make no mistake, are weapons, Artyom. Their shape and function and form, unusual, to be sure. No one else in the history of Firebrand Academy, in fact, has ever had anything like that, but you do. Which is, as I said, worrisome and potentially an issue, but makes you no more or less than a girl with a coat full of needles. Wiggle, wiggle. As she tries to be comforting.
Carla needs logs. Or a log. I don't know if it's plural.
Esme has ghosts.
I don't like calling them weapons. Maybe exclude me from this. Carla and the log was
You
better.
have friends. Your friends are your weapons. There's nothing against that. I fight for you.
It took many years being reminded about this. It made me realize that once these new upgraded parts could be used, that I might be able to trick everyone into knowing I have place. I did not always have wonderful parts. First pieces were very obvious, and I usually got more looks of terrible looks. I hated those looks.
Like you're not a person?
No. No, they saw me as person. They looked at me with this look of how good they have it. I was there to be a reminder of how bad their life could be.
Pity.
No, not pity. The pity was there in moments. It was not the pity that I had problem with. Empathy is a good thing. It was knowing that in the back of their minds that they were looking at me, thinking to themselves, oh, wow, life must be tough. I'm glad I do not suffer like young boy with no arms or legs. Even I know that I am lucky and privileged to have parents who knew how to use these things. Not every child born with disability happens to have parents who can build robot parts.
Oh.
I mean, I will say, I know it's supposed to be dangerous that you have these now, but wow, if we could actually remotely have this kind of technology, the things that make it so that people don't take wounds and stuff like that to other people, wow, a lot of things would be solved. I don't know why you guys have to hoard. Oh, bad word.
Insensitive in front of the dragons, Esme.
I'm so sorry.
one of the horn on the right with her eyebrow, they just both twitch in unison, just like.
That's our word. You don't get to use horde.
I lived in a hole my life. I don't. It's you say it's dangerous, but I think it's dangerous not sharing it with other people, so more people could have this quality of life.
In RTM's case, you misunderstand. It's dangerous specifically because Asteros knows. It is dangerous specifically to RTM. Again, if he had his way, he would rip them from you and then discard your carcass. He's a very angry man. As to the other things you're alluding to, the referee network, for example, that's a bit of a special case. That's not something we can do all the time everywhere.
If humans are so much of a threat, why do you stay here to help them?
Because they can also be a powerful ally.
Is that why you're here at a school?
What better place to learn?
And leave people in caves. And sorry, I just realized that you never answered us about Ira. You're saying you're interested and you have this respect for our, I don't know, eagerness, but then I also know there was a girl put in the dark and left. And she says that it was the blue dragon that did it to her.
She stands up and walks over to that sword mounted on the wall and runs her, like, just the tips of her fingers kind of like along the blade, and gets very quiet for a moment.
Did I say something racist again?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Precious
No.
bean.
What is...
And she kind of, god damn, the delayed laughter is killing me. And she kind of like runs her hand along the blade, and she gets down to where the hilt starts, and she just kind of pulls her hand back, but doesn't really lower it for a second. And she turns around very suddenly. You have to understand, this is not the first time we've been in a tense situation with your species. I need you to fully appreciate the depths of the trouble your entire race may be in. Once before, there was a threat to Memneth's authority.
I glance
And
up at the sword.
And it had to be dealt with swiftly and permanently. And so I did, once, deal with that problem. And now we are faced with a similar situation where it needs to be dealt with again. I have to feed him something, or he will take all of you left to his own devices because he won't find anything. And while I may not fully understand how he thinks, after a few million years, you start to kind of learn someone.
Then help us find Mr. Nightmare then.
There's a connection to the cult here. They must be in on something.
I can support you as best as I am able from here. You know, RTM, I even told you this once in a hallway, that if you ever needed help, to contact me. I wasn't expecting you to go to Memneth with all of this information. Frankly, and she sits down in the chair with kind of a huff. Frankly, I'm not even entirely sure I can trust the three of you.
We came across Memneth accidentally while trying to get back stolen items.
Yes, and you blabbed so much to him that now the whole school is in lockdown. What else might slip from your tongues that could endanger any of a number of us?
Maybe it would be helpful if you knew what was dangerous. At the way things were presented to us, problems with referees do not happen. And it seems like most likely person to take such concerns to would be person stationed as principal of entire school. Yes? Especially if confronted by that person. Yes?
You don't understand.
So help
Apparently not.
us.
Stay in character, stay in character.
Everyone says that we don't understand or keeps information from us. If we were told things, we would be able to help and do what we need to do.
Or you could just do what I'm asking you to do and trust in me to take care of things on my side that are outside of the scope of what you are capable of handling. We all have our part to play in this.
It is hard to play part when you do not know entirety of script.
All you need to do is you've already found out more information than I have with regards to why the system blanked out. You know that there's some Mr. Nightmare and that he's involved in some capacity with the Seekers of the Mind's Eye cult. Follow up that lead. Bring me something.
Do we just come in here and go to the 3rd floor when we need to contact you?
Yes. And don't tell the referees where you're going.
What should we say we are going if they ask?
They're definitely gonna ask.
Lie.
It hasn't
Okay.
been going very well recently, if you haven't noticed.
I mean, the best we got was we were able to we thought we were able to turn them off, sort of ish, for a little bit, but clearly that gets noticed too. So,
Oh, you can turn them off. Esme, don't be mistaken. Whatever you did to them and whatever you were doing to them, because they moved, which is unusual, the other ones simply turned off. Yeah, I don't seem to have any control over that. It's that I can see that you've done it and it's in the record. That's the problem. Now, I can't stop you. Well, I mean, I can stop you, but you wouldn't survive the process from doing anything, of course. But that's not what I'm interested in. If you move around them, if you need to manipulate them, fine. But you have to understand that it leaves a record. I don't care. But there are 2 other dragons. I would do well to remind you that there are 2 other dragons in this triumvirate, and I cannot act wholly on my own. And further, I am not proud to say this, but they're both way stronger than me. I am asking you to trust me that I am doing the best that I can here.
whole trusting is super weird when I have someone who said you dropped her in a pit. I'm very sorry, but I am trying.
I don't have an explanation for that.
So that was Kayla. Kyla.
I don't know this whole ghost thing. Honestly, it's all very confusing to me. So I have thoughts, theories, something about humans. I don't know. More than that, I can't say.
Can I ask how the refs run on inner fire?
The less you know right now, the safer you'll be.
But if we know
So-
how they work, we might be able to use that to track how someone interfaced with it.
Can I get more information if I'm on the student council?
Maybe? You'll have more access to us, certainly.
I'm kind of on the fence about that. Is that something that would put her in more danger?
Everything you do puts you in more danger.
Well, that's not fair.
And life's not fair. Sorry, Esme. You of all people know that.
Fine. Obviously, that this is going to be yet another situation where we're given half-truth and told to figure it out for ourselves. Stand up.
Hmm.
Thank you for helping fix my arms.
Of course.
And I will know if I have further troubles with my prosthetics that I can take it to you directly. For everything else, I guess we're on our own. He turns and he's gonna walk back towards the elevator.
She won't stop him.
Why do you keep the sword? It's displayed, it's respected, it's... Why do you keep it?
Oh, I hope that's. Is it
You should ask your father about that.
Oh, hey, Archie, I'm catching up. I'm right behind you. Hold on.
It appears we're done here, however.
Yeah.
By the time you get to the elevator, by the way, RTM, your arms look completely normal. Or look like they did before, however you want to... Yeah, they look like arms. They look like fleshy arms.
We going?
This means like right here.
Back to the room.
Just
As
hits
you...
the button back to the lobby.
Yeah, and she just kind of waves, good luck.
You too, I guess.
Wiggle, wiggle.
You have challenged for student council, I remember. Yes?
Oh, well, he hasn't challenged me yet, but he's going to. Hopefully I got the sponsorship.
I don't know. I'm starting to think the only way to actually get anywhere in the school is to take it over. So, as far as I'm concerned, you are getting on student council today.
Today. Oh, God. I'm gonna use bind wounds on myself.
Wait, we're taking over the school?
Yes.
Yeah, shit, I forgot you were injured.
I'm injured! And I can only do this on myself once per day, so I can't heal myself again today.
Yeah, okay, I'll offer you this. Do you want to do that here in the elevator, or would you like me to retcon slightly to have her look at your injury? Because I completely flaked on the fact that you have a giant, awful, like, cracked ribcage situation.
You know what? Bruise and cracked ribcage, missing arms. I
Yeah.
think missing arms kind of visually takes your attention away
It
from
did,
bruise.
but I didn't mean to completely leave out poor Xander, so I'll put that ball back in
There's
your
an
court. You can go either way
Archeum-shaped,
with it.
Like, impact.
I leave it in your discretion.
Either way, bind wounds can only be done on me once per day.
I mean, dragons probably have their own rules.
Yeah, the
A dragon
magic
has her
Have
own
their
works
own rules.
differently.
I would like to be then healed if I'm gonna fight anyone.
Back up a little bit. Yes, while you were down there, between we'll just say that rather than having instant tea, she was like, that'll take a moment. Now, you, and like came over and like got her hands on like just very like, hi, what's your deal? Examining your injury. Whew, he did this to you.
Yeah, you know, dragon tech and strong muscles.
A potent combination, singular, with your good friend here. And she like waves her hand over, and it's like a miniature version of a referee. It's like a Roomba ref, essentially. It's flattened and whiter.
It's a DRD!
You made a DRD!
It's still a cylinder.
It's fine, it's still cute.
Okay, but it's
It's a Tic Tac.
Fuck it, it's oblong. Yeah, it's like a little like Tic Tac that floats out of the wall. It comes over, and like the middle of it kind of like opens and drops down, and she reaches in there for a tool and pulls out like a oh god damn it. So I realized what I was about to describe was basically a gold hand device. She pulls out this little glove thing. It's like a big round disc that fits in the palm of her hand and like slips the middle ring over the center there in her hand. And like, yeah. she
A
holds it-
device for the hand, you might say?
It's okay,
Yeah,
Archie,
and
you
she
can probably
holds
use
it against your chest and kind of like rubs it across the wound, and the whole area starts to kind of
Mm.
glow with a bit of a blue
Mhm.
light.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't trace lines like we saw with RTM across you. It's more of like the area kind of pulsates blue a bit. And as she pulls it
It's
back, there
Tok'ra.
is still
Okay.
some of that that grayish tint to things.
No, you'd be Tok'ra. You're like Sam, you have residual in your bloodstream
That's right.
because you've interfaced before.
Yep.
You use the tech.
God damn it.
That's convenient. Thanks.
It treats minor injuries rather nicely, I find. She places it back up in the thing. It closes down, and she pats it on the head twice, and it floats back into the wall.
That is really cute.
I like to think so.
Sad we're not actually able to pet them.
Yeah, we can.
Well,
No, it's best if you don't touch them.
Why not?
It's
Are
best
you-
if you don't touch them.
We're gonna get cancer?
My sweet child, you are a delight.
Because I put my face on them.
Y- You touched them while they were possessed, for want of a better word?
that's how we knew they were warm and ran on inner fire.
Keep that to yourselves.
Yeah. Just wondering. Like how imminently dangerous it was.
It's not, you won't, Esme, you won't get cancer. Her little like horns like droop. You're not gonna get cancer, Esme. It's. She puts her hand on your shoulder. It's fine, child. It's fine. And then the rest of that scene plays out
Okay.
as before. We're back in the elevator. Jesus Christ. But that takes care of your wounds as well.
Okay.
Yeah, sweat drop. You're not gonna get cancer.
This dragon's just like the Earth's doomed. You're all gonna fucking die.
I am becoming very frustrated with the state of affairs that is currently going on.
Mm.
I am feeling like fish in very shallow barrel.
I'm gonna make it worse.
How so?
We're in the elevator at this point.
Yeah. You'll be in the elevator for a moment. You have a minute or so to like talk. I mean, not that long, but you know, a moment. A plot moment to talk.
So I didn't want you to look at me any different. So I didn't tell you, but I'm sure you kind of already know that
You have magical dragon tech parts too?
no, Maximum's my father.
The doors open to the lobby.
That is very, very endearing of you to try and raise up my spirits with
Why do you
joke
think you had
that
his
way.
cell phone number?
We met him.
Did you ask for his number?
He gave to me via Monty, if I remember correctly.
Something like that, yeah.
The cake.
He's very focused right now.
Yeah,
as we're
I'm
walking
assuming the
out-
three of you are like leaving this place, essentially.
As we're
He's at the head of the triangle of this flying V of walking.
Tactical
Okay,
formation.
sure. Hey, referee.
One was like floating by, turns, stops. How can I assist you today, Student
Who is
Sinclair?
my father?
Your father is accessing Maximum Sinclair. Actually, no, you're famous enough. Your father is Maximum Sinclair. Does
Thank
Maximum
you.
have a middle name? If Maximum had a middle name, it would say it as well, but I don't know if Maximum has a middle name.
I don't.
Maximum, the Sinclair.
He would change it
Danger,
to that.
Maximum Danger Sinclair.
He would have legally changed
He would
it
have
too.
legally changed his name. He would have legally changed his name.
Just so he could get to say the danger is my middle name line.
Yeah, and mean it legally.
Oh,
He could say it in court under oath.
Yes, he absolutely would.
Your whole name, sir? Danger is my middle name. Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, it's your call, Xandra. He's your father, but
I'm okay with it.
okay.
I'm okay with him
MD
being
Sinclair.
that much of a douchebag because he already is.
Your father is Maximum Danger Sinclair.
Oh,
Do you have any further inquiries?
Nope, thank you.
You're very welcome. And it's just it floats back like a foot and a half, and then just kind of hangs out because there's nothing else to do. It's like, oh, hey, students are here. Gonna watch them.
He stops.
Sandra stops too.
Turns.
Figured if you knew, you would treat me different, and I wanted to make a friend that didn't know me for who my father is. Because it makes everyone have expectations of me.
I can understand people having expectations of you after knowing something. We make a deal. You continue to treat me the way you've treated me. I will treat you the way you treated. I will treat you the. You know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying. And Xandra's going to, like, just kind of hop in her step a little bit and look at Esme and just, like,
That went well.
eyes widening, and there's actually an open smile on Xandra's face. She's just like, so, I will get on the student council. I'll figure out how to fix your arm, so next time we don't have to do that again, yeah?
Yes.
By the way, you were in Maximum's tunnels. And Xandra keeps walking.
Oh.
Where are the three of you? Oh,
I would be more excited right now, but I do not believe that I'm worthy of anything maximum at this moment. So
You are worth more.
this is very nice of you to say.
Xandra's not really good at being nice. I don't know if you've met her, but she's actually a bit of a bitch. Have you not seen how she treats Dougie? Boy loves her, and look at this. Bitch! Stone cold bitch! If she gives you a nicety, it really is genuine, Artyom.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, you're really bad. Like, you might actually also be able to control ice too. Have you tried it? Because, ow!
Meta-wise, one of my spells is Frostbite.
I was gonna ask where the hell you guys were going. Where the fuck are you guys
Where are we
going?
going?
Where are you
Probably
walking?
where the student council's gonna come looking for us,
Artyom-
our room.
Artyom would have, once he got back to moving,
Yeah.
he's making a beeline for that fucking pyramid.
Oh no shit. So the line of travel actually takes you down to the quad, essentially, where the three halls are, and your two friends follow along normally. Esme and Xandra, you then notice that your friend Artyom doesn't turn towards Sinclair Hall. He just keeps walking east.
Oh.
Where are we going?
I guess I'm following. I'm go-
Where are we going?
Xandra is hoping there was enough charge on Leo's phone and is literally just gonna turn it on in her pocket and start, like...
Yeah?
To go through information?
Yeah, the dumb bastard does not have a screen lock.
What about a SIM card?
So you can just swipe up. It's got a little bit of a charge. It's in at like a 10% charge. You've got a really good power cord, and you guys took a little while to get everything taken care of. So we'll say it's got at least a couple of minutes to charge.
Where are we going? This probably just alerted GPS I was going to...
Hey, but, does it have like a card or anything? We could always just put it into a phone with better battery.
Oh, well, if I'm gonna take his place, I'll find out the information that's on this anyway. Right?
Maybe, maybe not. You
They
won't
just-
I want the
know.
end of this scene to be, so let's just chuck this thing in the lake.
he
No, I'm pretty sure there's GPS on it, so that's why Xandra turned it on.
he stops. Where did they say that they received training from dragons?
I'll do a search on the pyramid?
At least that is what I remember. I feel like it might be best place to find them. Otherwise, I'm going to stand in center of Sinclair Hall Quad and scream out that they are bitches and wait for them to arrive.
I thought they stayed in the main building. I turned on the GPS so they'd find us. I was
You do
gonna go
remember
back
correctly,
and-
by the way. The student council does live in the main building in the West Wing.
I was gonna change clothes before... Okay.
this is something that I wish to resolve now.
Okay.
Fine. They're in building then? They're in Sinclair Hall.
Well, if they knew we had it and they were coming to get it, they would come to us. They wouldn't expect us to go to them.
I do not want to wait for them.
Okay.
With that said, if you make sure they find you in a place where, you know, the battlefield is ideal, you could always make sure that a place is chosen that works best for you, right?
Ah,
You're not going to have Artyom to hide behind. You're going to need places for cover.
I'm pretty sure their matches happen on a more official basis and probably have to use the arena.
then we shall go to Arena then.
Okay.
Did you stop at any point during this walk and talk, or were you walking towards the pyramid the whole time?
He was pretty much doing that the whole time, just walking
Okay.
and talking. Until he got,
because,
maybe 50 feet from the fucking pyramid and then turned to go back towards the arena.
Oh, you didn't
complex.
get that close.
Or
You got
however
past-
close.
Yeah, you got past the front of the school and then off the path onto the grass field where the pyramid is. And then the the referees that have been doing are stationed out there now that didn't used to be there started to converge towards the three of you. And it was 7 or 8 of them
Ooh.
kind of broke off from the line
Artyom was paying
and
attention.
like
He was-
started to form a wall, matching your pace essentially. So the more you walked closer, the more they started to form up as a wall.
Let's go back towards the arena.
Fine, if that
This
is more
area is
appropriately
prohibited.
placed.
We're going towards the arena. Sorry, we got turned
Do you
around.
need directions to the arena?
No, I know where the arena is.
West Hall is found in the main building.
Thank
I wish
you.
to make a challenge.
One of them peels off and the rest return back to their little line. Please state the nature of your challenge.
I need to get challenged.
Xandra Sinclair wishes to challenge third seat student council.
I needed to confirm I got a
Oh no,
sponsorship.
second seat. Sorry, second seat. That's right.
RTM wouldn't have fucked that up.
Yeah.
Xandra Sinclair, please confirm that you wish to initiate a challenge.
The entire point of us doing this is I needed to respond with that because Defender set what happens when you win. No, I do not wish to currently start a challenge. Thank you.
You're very welcome. If you wish to start a challenge, please let one of us know, and we will be happy to assist you in your sanctioned combat event.
So we must provoke him.
Yeah.
He's already provoked. This is his.
Ah, but how do we make him do it faster?
You Facebook message his friends using his phone.
Ah, this is one way.
Yeah.
His
I'm
phone
gonna-
vibrates. Somebody's calling it. It's an unknown. No, it's not an unknown number. It's it would be in there as shit. Hang on, I need my notes. I need to know who it is. Whose phone is he using at present? One moment. And if it's in his fucking. Yeah. Okay. The phone buzzes and it's clearly a call from. It just says Kirk Freeman.
I pick up.
You little shit! I knew you had my phone. I am coming. Just you stay right where you are.
Is this Leo?
Click.
You're supposed to say, "Who may I ask is speaking?" That's what the people at the front desk say all the time.
Oh, he sounded angry. Good.
I'm gonna text Kirk from my phone.
Sure. What are you texting?
Did we get the okay for the challenge?
Instantly you get back a yes, everything's squared away. I wanted him to write back with a thumbs up emoji, and it's like Kirk wouldn't use an emoji. He's a bibliophile.
Perfect. I think he's pissed.
Counting on it. Whoop.
Yeah, same. Okay.
You little shit! From across the yard, stomping toward you. Actually, not even stomping, like Terminator running. I knew it! I knew that little shit Dougie. I knew he was going to try and I found him, and I knew that if he didn't have it, which he didn't, that slimy little shit was gonna give it to his little shitty girlfriend. Give me back my phone.
Right in between.
I'm not his
Hey,
girlfriend.
Back off, freshman.
Excuse me. You are going to have to watch your tone.
She's a great girlfriend.
I'm not his girlfriend. You hear from behind Artyom.
She is a very passionate and endearing lover.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Leo stomps his foot on the ground and twists it sideways. Artyom, I'm gonna need you to give me a coordination test. You're kind of caught off guard here. This is a -10.
Is he throwing something at me?
Sort of. He's affecting the environment.
What'd you say the modifier was?
-10.
Critical success.
Fucking hell.
That is the second 22 I've rolled tonight.
Oh, nicely done, sir.
I mean, I'm super proud of you, but now I have to sit here and go, shit.
I mean, good job,
He-
dice.
He after he turns his heel, he slides his foot to the right, and you feel the ground beneath you try to shift, and it shifts around your legs. You stay perfectly planted, and he looks really confused and flustered. She has my property. And he turns to kind of like tries to get around you. Like, you,
Oh,
my
you mean
phone
you didn't nuke the phone
now.
yet?
Oh, so this is something that you want. This is yours? I thought Dougie gave it to me as an anniversary present.
Oh my god. Unbelievable. You All right. I don't have time for this. If I have to cream a freshman, so be it. Robot! And one of the little guys floats over. Oh wait, no. Forgot. One wouldn't float over. There's one following him. I totally forgot.
Yep.
They have their little one.
So
He
just-
just turns around and says, "Robot, I'm challenging this stupid little freshman right now. I'm challenging you for that phone, which is my phone. Fork it over."
If you win. If I win, I get your seat on the student council.
What? You. Okay, well, first of all, you need to have the backing of a member of the challenge accepted and processed. Student Xandra Sinclair has authorization from Vice Principal Benjamin Fryer.
Yeah. Are you sipping tea that you've produced from the air just now? Look at the eyebrows!
Fine. You want to do this?
Yes, you get phone. If you win.
He just like starts to say something. RTM is whatever, and he walks. I don't know. You're between them, but he's trying to walk over to Xandra.
Xandra will
Um,
actually sidestep from behind Artyom. Be like, I got
And
can't do anything until it
does
starts.
like the height differential isn't as big, but they do the fucking Hogan Andre the Giant, like he comes over to do like the chest, like I'm gonna stare down at you intimidation thing of I know who your father is. I'm not impressed.
Oh, good. That makes me feel so much better about being able to kick your ass.
All right, freshman, where are we doing this?
Arena.
I was just imagining the Field of Destiny right now with the way that where we're
Yeah,
standing.
no. I mean, it is like it's getting into the evening at this point. Actually, you guys have been.
Sunset!
It's been a long day.
Why not
Actually,
right
yeah, the
here?
sun is setting behind the two of you.
I feel like making a spectacle of this.
Oh, you wish to embarrass him as well.
No,
Fine,
I
let's
wish
do
for people
this.
to witness me fight. Okay, Arena. Sure.
And he stomps off towards the West Hall.
We gotta get our good seats.
They are reserved, remember?
We
Wait,
should try
what am I
and get an
forgetting?
extra one for Dougie.
Dougie got paid, and they relinquished their
Yeah.
demand to the
Oh,
seat
that's
stock.
Yeah! That's
Yeah,
right.
I totally did. You guys have ringside seats.
Dougie can have my seat. I won't need it. This fight.
Yeah.
The terms of the challenge have been accepted. proceeding to the designated battle area.
Yeah, I'm going. Okay, I'm going.
Pull out phone. Would RTM have Dougie's phone at this point?
Esme has it if you need it.
Esme definitely has Dougie's number.
Yeah.
What is Dougie's number?
Oh, hold on. Here.
4. Boop.
Yes, that's right. We have the Japanese tech for sharing. We
What
just
is
tap
that,
our phones together.
NFC chair or something like that.
Yeah, which is an actual fucking thing.
Yeah.
It is.
Call Dougie.
You got Dougie.
Now that I have Dougie, I wish Dougie to know something.
Hey, RTM.
Hi. There is going to be challenge for second seat of student council.
Okay. You're not challenging me, right? Because I'm not on the student council.
No, I know that.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
Russian,
it's-
not stupid.
No, I know. No. You're not stupid. Sorry, I thought. Yeah.
No,
what's your-
Xandra is challenging Kirk, and it's happening in the
Not Kirk.
arena.
You say that,
Leo.
you hear the phone slam into the like drop. You sound like the sound of somebody dropping the phone. And then there's scrap as he picks it back up. She's what?
Xandra has challenged Leo for second seat of student council. It is happening in the arena in next 15 minutes. Make sure as many people are there as possible.
Is she suicidal?
No,
Is it
she is
something I
very
said?
confident about winning. Why would she be thinking about killing herself? Does suicidal mean what I think it means?
I don't know what the conversation was, but I'm just super into the humiliation part. I thought that's what she wanted.
This is what I thought. He asks
Hello?
if Xandra is suicidal. That does not mean challenge a fight. I thought it meant kill self.
Hello?
Well, yes, but if I lose, it just proves that I'm not my
second,
father's. All right, if I lose, it just means like not my father's daughter, and no one can look at me as if I'm on a fucking pedestal.
No,
so if
your
they beat the
teacher's
shit
gonna
out of
yell
me,
at
it's
me.
fine. No,
You
Oh,
have
as
to
you say
win.
that, you're walking past the statue. By the way,
fuck you, Dad.
Yeah.
And I just
with the eyes that follow you wherever
no.
you.
Dan's just like no.
No, Dougie.
Yeah.
I think you used the word wrong. She is not suicidal. She is determined. Yes, that is word.
Oftentimes they're kind of the same. She's gonna get creamed, RTM. She can't pick a fight with Leonard Templeton.
What's he do? Dougie, give the information.
Is that Esme? Hey,
Yes.
Esme.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you know? Could you give us some information so that she does the humiliation?
I will put
better?
on speaker. Beep.
Oh, okay.
You are on
geez, hi.
speakerphone as he's
Wait.
walking through the lobby.
Okay. Freaking. Xandra, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you know he's gonna kill you, right?
That's
You could
not
try.
That is
constructive.
illegal in challenges, if I
I
remember
mean, he won't
correctly.
literally kill you, but like, it's gonna feel really bad. It hurt. It's not good. No, he does something. It's weird, right? He does something with like the ground.
Yes,
something
it was
about
very
Layla.
ineffective.
Okay, that's. Have you seen him fight? Because I don't know if that's strictly true.
No, he tried to do something, but it did nothing. It just made ground shake a little bit.
Okay, well, I once saw him punch a junior basically inside out. It was a whole thing. She's fine now. Don't worry about it. But
Like I
Mm,
said, if I end
fine,
up
but-
losing, people will just know I'm not my father's daughter, and it's just better for me later on. So win-win. Let's
No,
go.
if you lose, I'm gonna get blamed for it.
No, you're
okay,
not.
well, what I know is that I don't know. He's got like a weird ground thing. Something about ley lines, or he does more with his inner fire than I understand how it works.
It's a good thing we are fighting in arena then, where there is no ground.
No, that's not quite how it works. He's actually.
Okay, thank you for information. Click.
Oh.
My friend is gonna die.
Ah,
Did he
good.
just say his girlfriend?
No, my friend. Sorry.
Okay.
My friend.
I heard
my
friend, and I was
my
just
friend.
like, what did Dougie just say?
No,
Maybe
no,
we
no,
should've
no,
recorded
sorry.
The part about the anniversary.
Listen, I just wanted to make him angry, and I figured his pride would be hurt if I said that, so I think it worked.
Okay, so if he does something weird with the ground, does that help you at all? Can you like?
I can turn off inner fire.
Yes. I feel as though that will be to your advantage.
Exactly. He can't control it if he can't control himself, right?
And you can't control yourself as you step into the arena. And Leo's already standing up in the ring, with the lights shomfing on as he's standing there like cross-armed in a very wide stance, just in the middle of the ring. And there's some people already in here, which is a little weird. You're not quite sure why people are hanging out in here, but slowly, whatever Artyom did must have worked because the network activated. And people are starting, like, some people are looking at their phones and like walking in here and looking around. This like freshmen like waving emphatically to their friends, like, yeah, it's gonna be starting soon. Come on, like trying to get people into this part of the building. And slowly but surely, the area is like starting to fill in with people as you enter.
Okay, I'll admit I'm not used to the eyes on me as much as I thought I was.
Hmm.
Do you think of your pose?
I'm
Your ring
not-
pose?
No, I'm not gonna pose. Why would I pose?
It is good for intimidation.
Yeah, presentation's everything.
Oh, now you sound like my father.
It is rule number 34 of never mind.
I gotta write that shit.
It's rule number 34.
Rule 34. It's about presentation. Asshole.
I
I
can't.
love you. I love you and I hate you. You are my friend and my enemy. As you approach the ring. Actually, yeah, how do you approach the ring? Because like, are you just gonna climb straight into the ring, or what's Xandra's play here, real quick, before I narrate further?
I can't. I'm not flashy. None of my shit is flashy. So
For sure.
Xandra probably walks over and is properly walking up the stairs, not climbing in between anything, and is going to hand the phone over to the referee for the winner, just so that the
Okay,
phone
yeah, and
doesn't get...
it's little foldy arms kind of come out. It just holds it like this.
That is for him if he wins, so I'd like for you to keep it safe so nothing happens to it during the fight.
Understood. I will hang on to this collateral. Or wait, hang on, I have a phone here.
Cute aggression.
That is the closest I've gotten to one actually, like... Okay.
Just a heads up for the audience, we're not going to go way past 11 Eastern. We're going to go slightly over time here in this one because I do want to do something real quick before we call it here, because I don't want to completely tease.
Normally we do
Wait, we go
midnight.
to midnight.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm like, we have a whole hour left, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm having a week, y'all.
we got you.
it's okay.
We still
Thank
got
God,
you.
we've got scads of time left.
Yeah.
I was shitting the bed.
Oh,
I was like, oh God, I'm out of time.
No.
Sorry, it's the time zone conversion. My brain.
it's fine. You just have to hang out with us longer.
Hey, you know
Oh,
what? It's a fun, happy present.
no.
Apologies. Turns out we've got a whole other hour left. Fantabulous. As you start to get up into the ring, Leo kind of like raises a finger and says, "Oh no, no. Your audience is barely here." And kind of like steps back, like, just wait. We don't start this yet.
What do you mean?
And he just shakes his head and says, there is a certain amount of decorum that's supposed to go on here, a certain amount of respect for the position. So
No, we have enough people here to begin meeting.
shit, goddamn you. No, I really want half the school to see me pound the ever-loving crap out of the daughter of Sinclair.
Oh, that is personal preference. If you're talking about number of people required to start meeting, we have that.
Sinclair, can you shut up your dog?
I will break your face if you speak to me like that one more time.
There's just a slow, small smile that shows up on Xandra's face as she just kind of shrugs and lets Artyom keep talking.
He turns and walks over to his side's turnbuckle, and he just kind of leans back, and the stadium, the numbers in there swell, and there's just that crowd rumble of just people talking, just filling the hall now at this point, because it's not every day that you get to see student council in action, and it's never that you get to see a Sinclair in the ring.
Is the balcony box filled yet?
There are 2 silhouettes up there.
Xandra's gonna check her phone to make sure nothing has come through.
No, at that point, you finally see the text from your dad that just says, "Who's Ira?"
Oh, I read that a while ago.
Oh, okay.
I
That was the
read
only
it.
text that's come through.
Yeah, you left it on red.
Yeah.
You can reply with more information now if you choose to.
But no, there's no other new text there. You do notice Dougie is now going around taking bets.
Yeah. Probably against me, but I don't blame him. I'm going to actually turn. I'm gonna take a selfie with my camera in the arena with the student council box behind me,
Okay.
and I'm going to send it to Maximum with the tagline "Keeping my head down" with an exclamation point.
Yes! Do it a second time for me. I can't reach.
Oh my
That's what
God.
he gets in response, but I'm then going to make sure my phone is locked, but I'm going to be like, all right, password is 8059. Please hold on to this phone for me.
Of course.
Thank you.
You hand it off to RTM and it vibrates like you just got a text. RTM unlocks the phone. There is a text there from Maximum. My brain is so fucked because of what's happening. It's all caps. What the hell do you think you are doing?
He seems concerned about your participation in this match.
Keep him updated.
Okay.
Dougie shows up and
I
says,
am terrible with these keyboards. It's not.
There's voice to text.
"Oh no."
He's going to press the short video button. I think this is how this works. Yes. And so he's going to point it at the ring, but he
Mhm.
doesn't realize he has self cam on.
Oh, buddy.
So he gets like from his lips down to his chest. Xander is preparing to take on second seat for student council. It is very exciting. We have high hopes for her mesh win. You can do it. Click. Send.
Dougie rolls up and says, "Yeah, I would be concerned too. He has every right to be concerned. Hey, Xandra, 17-1 currently. Not great odds, honey." He wouldn't say
Who's
honey.
the
Not great
one?
odds.
Who's the one?
No, that's the long shot of you.
Oh, I didn't think anybody would vote for me. Actually,
It's not a vote. Those are the odds. Those are the odds I'm taking on the bets.
Okay, well, that's good.
It's the payout. The payout is 17-1 on you against. Good luck.
Understandable. I will say, if I do end up dying, how I pissed him off was telling me you gave me the phone as an anniversary present. So,
He turns red.
what is my
Yeah.
fire sound
Okay,
like?
we got more takers. I got it. There's bets. I got it. Dougie gotta go get paid. Sorry. Hey, yeah, over here.
Oh.
I still didn't find out. He didn't answer me. Fine, whatever.
Oh shit! Did you ask him something?
I
Sorry.
was like, so what does my fire sound like? While he was like beat red and
Oh.
blushing, and he was like,
Oh, I thought he
no."
was dodging it.
Yeah, that's what I
Me too.
Yeah, actually, yeah. He starts to go. Who's here? Fuck it. A symphony. And he like kind of runs away. So. Shit. All right, so a couple of things. Shit. What would Maximum do? Sorry, brain. 1 second. I gotta think about. I'm now tracking 3 threads in my head.
Do you have any
Okay.
money, RTM? We can get in on the bet.
I do not think they accept rubles.
Wait, you didn't get your money?
I was told that everything would be provided here.
Oh.
All I have on me is what I had in wallet on when I came over. I have 3 ruples and pulls out wallet, looks inside. 4 meal vouchers.
I've got a push-up pop.
Hey, Dougie.
Ding ding ding. At that point, the general lights in the area dim, so that the only thing you can the bright spot is on the stage. And the what do you call it? The fucking referee. Why do I always lose that word? Probably because he called them deckmen one time, and my brain just decided to glue itself to that word. I hate myself so much. One of the referees ascends upward into the center of the ring and does its little scan of the ring itself. Challenger, Xandra Sinclair, challenge. Sorry, other way around, because he challenged you. I gotta get my shit together. Here we go. Challenger Leonard Templeton has fuck. Hang on. Brain is falling out of head. Need to center herself real quick. Student Leonard Templeton has challenged student Xander Sinclair for possession of cellular phone. Defender has exercised their right to request Leonard's place on student council, as sponsored by Vice Principal Benjamin Fryer. I almost called him Benny. The robots don't call him Benny. The arena has been scanned. Fighters, please take your positions. And God bless the ring.
He's
I'm gonna need
walk-
you to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Oh, wait, what you got?
I was assuming that we were going to be like standing in the corner.
Oh, absolutely.
He'll
You're welcome to be.
walk over and put his hands on her shoulders.
Oh. Keep forgetting you're tall.
They're quite tall.
Remember, the bigger needles hurt more,
Oh my god.
but
This
I
episode-
trust you to know what to do in every moment of this fight. And as he gives a little squeeze, I'm going to invest a little bit of inner fire.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Going to spend a point of fortune.
Yeah.
Oh,
You could do that right now.
which reminds me, I can do that to do a couple of things.
That's better. Because it's a petty. It's a generalist. Fuel the inner fire. Invoke fury. Your next attack has an extra d6 fury added onto it.
Oh,
Fucking A.
Perfect.
Cool deal. That does not go completely without notice from the other side of the ring, and he simply gives you just this sort of disregarded, like, just Vegeta smirk of just...
He does not have friends like you have friends. Now kick his ass.
I'll take some pictures and send it to your dad.
Oh. Please do.
Good one.
I'm sure it'll look good as soon as I get beaten to a pulp. And then I'm gonna roll initiative.
do this shit. Do-do-do. Gotta bring up Leo's stats. Look at this big boy.
It's the D10 plus the agility, not a bonus.
Yes.
Okay. 9.
Is that agility? I thought it was perception.
Oh,
Perception bonus.
9.
Wait, what's happening?
They're the same.
Initiatives are being rolled.
Even for us?
Yeah.
Why did you roll?
I wanted to see where I end up in this. So
Oh.
I'm at an 11.
Okay, interesting. But one moment. RTM is at an 11. Sorry, Xander, what did you get?
9.
9. Okay.
Oh.
And then
Oh, hold on. That's a 10 to 15.
15?
A 15.
My
Jesus,
agility,
Esme.
right?
Yeah, your agility. No. Your perception bonus.
Perception.
Perception.
4. So it's a 4. So it's a 14.
That's still very respectable.
In this situation, since we are not actively fighting, we cannot do the trading roster system thing. But from our positions outside the ring, we might be able to do things.
True. Artyom, what is your perception bonus?
5.
5. Okay. I think that actually beats his. Holy shit. Oh yeah, it does. Beats the ever-loving crap out of his. Okay.
For something.
Huh, interesting. Okay. So weirdly, okay. We'll go with this for the moment because I have some other thoughts here. Esme and Artyom, you both act before either of the people in the ring do. If you wish to do anything.
Is it illegal to distract people?
No, there's cheering happening the whole time, so go ahead.
Yeah, as soon as the fight starts, the whole crowd erupts.
Whoa!
Wait,
Ah!
even the scales? So I'm guessing 2 for misfortune, 1 for fortune?
Looks like it.
Round numbers. I like it's
Boo, round
symmetrical.
numbers.
Granted, it's not even, but it's symmetrical.
If you were to attempt to intimidate, I'm thinking we both use war of words. That's what my idea was.
So yeah, are we like all right? So what's the parameters? Are we allowed to affect things for Matt here?
So in terms of the actual fight itself, you're not permitted to jump in and basically start throwing punches or obviously interfering with the match. That is against sanctioned rules and will get you in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
If you've got a more subtle play, yeah. So if you wanted to use War of Words, I would rule that that's fair.
Because that was my plan.
Interesting.
Because
Okay.
I'm thinking,
Can we get 2 from it if we both did it?
yeah, you do this one.
Leadership?
No, you do
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
I'll do this one.
Okay, I'll get a roll.
Because
Not great for me, but I could do it.
that's it's a 50-50 shot. Go for
Coin
it.
flips.
Okay.
Lefty flip coins. Sure. Yeah, let's do something weird.
You're up first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I should say what you're saying. Esme's like popping up over Artyom's shoulder, and she's gonna scream into the ring. Don't forget to collect his teeth. I want all the teeth for science. I need to know. She's just going off about how she wants
Oh
to
no,
know.
you didn't have to pop up over her shoulder. He literally picked you up and
Yeah,
held you in the
yeah,
direction of
she's-
the ring.
yeah.
She's just going off this like megaphone speaker about how you promised that you would collect something for her because she wants to see if it rematerializes when it's done.
Yeah, it's like what happens if you knock someone's tooth out? Is the tooth still on the ground when you grow a new one after the referee redoes you, or does it disappear and go back into your body?
I'm accepting fingers and toes too.
And this is Esme, so it got weird.
Yeah, it got weird with the crit fail.
Oh,
It's not a crit fail.
No?
No.
Wait.
It's 69. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
so it's just a regular fail.
Just a regular fail.
Okay,
Yes.
Nice.
what were you trying to do?
Intimidate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, like as the two of you are squaring up, like he pays no mind. Like we the camera switches kind of like to his over the shoulder POV, and we see on the other side of the ring there's just like this tiny, heavily animated, just like really like fucking Esme.
Gremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, this absolute gremlin, like
Half
freaking
animated
out
gremlin.
as
Yeah.
being held up by Artyom, but like he paid like we just kind of like and like his eyes narrow a little bit.
For Artyom Stern, he's going to take Esme down, put her under his arm. Remember, all this time you were doing things because you are you, not because of who your father is.
Oh.
Hmm.
Esme smacks her head into his saddle a little bit. That was nice.
Oh, good call.
That'll do it. So, leadership task.
Leadership.
No, don't let that infect my game too.
Victor gave 3 more fortune
Oh, Jesus.
for good luck cake. Cake is locked and loaded. You hit the
Whoa!
wrong thing.
It's about to start.
Leadership.
Leadership. This is War of Words for Inspired. So increase your damage and peril threshold by 1.
Dip.
Peril threshold is your determination plus your willpower bonus, right? Yes.
Yes.
No.
No. Your damage threshold is your brawn bonus plus determination.
Yes.
You now have Inspired, which increases it again by 1. And
Okay.
your peril threshold goes up by 1 as well.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure what created that to begin with because I upped a couple things and never
Oh,
looked up.
that's your willpower bonus plus
Plus
3.
Oh, well then it should be up 1 anyway, so it goes up 2 for me. Because I upped my willpower bonus. 14.
Yeah, 11, 14, 20, 26.
20, 26. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had that right.
Okay, yeah, because determination isn't factored into your peril threshold, right?
No, it's just plus 3.
Yeah. It's
No.
just your damage.
No. No. It's not up by every 3. It's the first one is willpower bonus plus 3, and then it's plus 6 every level
What?
after that.
Ah, hell, you and I gotta change shit on our sheet.
Yeah.
Wait. What? Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
no.
Have your peril thresholds been completely off this whole time?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Wait.
Oh,
All right, so
no.
she
okay.
and I have the same one. What is it now?
It's peril threshold plus 3 is the first number.
so 11
11.
for you.
Then
Yeah, for me.
another 6. So it's 11, 17, 23, 29.
Oh.
That sounds about right.
Okay. So for me, it's 11,
Welcome to the
17.
Mathematics Hour.
23, 29.
Yep.
No, thank you for catching that.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, all thresholds are done that way. You find the first number with the equation, and then the next layer, it's 6 for every threshold above.
Oh no, someone put a poll up. 83 people voted for
Ooh.
Xandra. Leo got 21 votes.
Whoa.
So, Ghoulie, thank
Well-
you so much for spending all those channel points to make it look like I'm gonna win more than I probably am. I love you.
I kind of feel like, unlike the fictional world we have crafted together in this imagination space, the audience is aware that you're a player character, and as such, stand a bit more of a chance than I think Leo sizes you up for. That being said,
No, this does seem like a boss level kind of a thing.
it's pretty intense. And we'll see how I've tuned him. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. So Leo rushes in. Actually, is what he's gonna do. A moment. It's been a hot second since we've done hot-blooded combat, so I'm just taking a real quick second to look over his abilities before I figure out just how much I want to murder you. He is going to.
I appreciate you.
He is going to
Fuck me up, fam.
hustle into range, and you guys aren't super far apart, so like getting into engagement is no problem. He's spending 1 AP there. He's spending his second AP to take aim.
Okay.
Oh.
He's just kind of like sizing, like he's just moving in, and he's not. He doesn't seem very fast on his feet. He seems very like just deliberate in all of his movements towards you. There's almost kind of a lurching quality to it. And then once he gets in range, he just kind of like steps forward and just snaps out a hand. He is going to he'll start with a light attack, I think. I remember what all that does. Okay. Oh, wait, that has to reference your agility bonus when dealing damage. That's fine. He's feeling cocky. All right, so... why am I... That's too many dice. No, wait, that's how many dice I need to roll. All right, so apologies. It has been a minute. So he's going to roll his melee combat skill and roll a 7. So yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so
You take a -10 to your base chance to dodge or parry this, I guess in this
Parry.
case.
patty.
To parry this.
I'm
Because it
going
is
to attempt
fast.
to patty. 42 will do it.
Okay.
I need a
Make sure there
45.
isn't.
Oh, Jesus.
Make sure there isn't anything.
Because it's a negative 10%.
That doesn't pop off. That doesn't pop off. That doesn't pop off. Okay. Those only pop off if he actually lands a blow. We'll get you there, buddy. Yeah, it is this lightning fast fist like flies out and like we do the like your hair gets kind of caught in again as ever your poor bangs are getting like whoosh, your hair
I'm gonna cut
dinglies.
them all off eventually.
You know, at this rate, it may well happen because, like after that first, we see that first punch. There's just this flurry of strikes as Xandra's kind of like being forced back a little bit and stepping away as you push and parry this absolute barrage of punchy punchies. It's now your go.
Well, that's all 3 of his AP, right?
Yeah, he's feeling cocky. He overcommitted.
Reflexes.
That's fine. He's in melee range.
Yes, you are currently engaged.
I'm going to reach up and strike at the junction between his shoulder and his neck with bunched up fingers.
I legit thought you said I'm gonna reach up and strike at the junk.
I'm not that short.
No, he's not that tall.
Monkey snatches speech.
Well,
That's a movie reference, actually.
That is. I'm trying to remember.
I'm gonna be casting Shut Eye.
Okay.
Okay. Damn.
I want to test something.
Sure.
Science.
By the way, your the Invoke Fury Blessing lasts for 8 rounds.
Okay,
Just to let
Sick.
you know.
You've got a while to get that attack in then, yeah.
that's fine. 31 will do.
Okay. This-
He can either counterspell or resist with awareness.
resist with awareness. Okay.
I'm sorry, you said something about his perception bonus before, and it made me want to test something.
Damn it. I gotta learn to keep my fucking mouth shut, y'all.
The teacher said we didn't have to go back to class.
17. He makes it.
Okay. And that's considered an attack action, right? So
Yes,
I
that is
can't
that is
take-
an attack action.
He keep kicking me in the dick. Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
Okay, so actually,
I can see.
no, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
You say Xandra
Poor
just
Vegeta.
smirks
a little
Mm-hmm.
as she reaches out and jabs out with more of like a praying mantis style attack, like a very quick and snappy shot to the area between the neck and the shoulders, and then immediately gonna go back down into more of a defensive position, waiting for his next attack.
Absolutely.
Testing the waters.
As the start of the fight rolls up and blows are being traded back and forth, RTM, you feel a hand on your arm, like somebody grabs basically the upper part of your bicep here and tries because you're RTM, tries to sort of like pull and turn you as if to get your attention.
It turns his head. Can I help you?
It's Montgomery, actually.
Oh, hello, Monty.
Are you still holding me? Like,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
With
So
the
he's
other
looking
arm.
over the left shoulder now because he's got Esme.
Yeah.
because
RTM, Esme.
I
RTM, hi. We need to talk. In private.
There is currently fight going on right now. It's kind of big and important.
She'll be fine. We should talk.
Okay, begin talking.
In private means not in a crowd.
I am not going to miss this fight.
Access?
He you still have that cell phone.
Yeah.
Right?
He's got his
You-
phone too, yeah.
He lifts out this because you're, I guess in your other hand, he grabs that cell phone and then reaches over to hand it to Esme. You can record this?
Yeah, I had a phone too.
Fantastic. Use your phone either way. You won't miss it now. We have a thing. We
No,
need to
I
talk.
am not missing this fight. You don't understand. I am not moving from this spot.
And he looks left and he looks right. It's about a very specific old English tale.
It can wait till after this fight.
It really can't, RTM. I'm gonna go out there. This offer is for this time only. You'll find me near that pond you like so much. I gotta go. And he snakes his way back through the crowd and out of the building.
You want me to follow him?
No. No. If Sandra is fighting, I do not want her looking over and seeing that there is one less person in her corner. I am not moving from this spot. They can fuck themselves.
I'm down with it. Alright.
Grabs the corner of the ring. Eat his face! And that's what I would like to use Intimidate. Because at the top of the round...
Yep. Top of the round, you act first.
I love him.
That's a 20, so that'll go off.
That happens. So what? Remy,
He has a -1 to his damage threshold and peril threshold.
fucking A. All right. Let's just put that -1 in those boxes and watch those numbers derorp. Desme, how about you? Do you want to do anything?
No, I don't think I.
Admittedly, you're in kind of a weird position here.
Yeah.
What'd you get on your initiative check?
9.
Can I?
You could possibly make a...
Right, there's that one that gives.
There's a warfare test that you could increase...
Oh,
we removed that
Yeah,
one
we
from the
don't have
list.
that.
It would have been an intelligence test. Wait, oh, it can be a combat test to basically give a call out to somebody to give them a proper movement. It would then give a +1 to initiative and movement.
okay.
That's
Is this a special action that I'm just not finding, or
Yeah, it's War of Words. It's a
okay, test warfare for hasted.
We forgot
Hastened.
to add that one to the list when we were making the modified
Well, I thought we
skill
got
list.
rid of warfare actually.
Yeah, I think we did because
Yeah.
we
I think we
swapped
dumped
it
it
out.
because there was, yeah. What does warfare normally fall under?
Normally, it's an intelligence thing because it's knowledge of warfare.
Right. Okay.
Well, I mean, either focus or combat test actually would be. 'Cause
Combat would make more
shows your-
sense considering, yeah, like
your-
you guys don't have fights on the size of battlefields. You have fights on this scale. I would be willing to make that, yeah, let that go as a combat test. Absolutely.
I don't know how fluff-wise this works, but I can definitely make
It's
the
kind
roll.
of it's giving tactical advice.
It's
in
like
the
It's
fight.
that
calling
whole-
out his fist is coming, and it just gives
Like,
me
hey, you know, like don't drop your guard. You know,
Yeah.
keep it up on the
Duck.
left there. Yeah, duck. Honestly, it's Esme, so it could just be duck.
Yeah, this is very fair.
Goose.
I mean, I screamed "Eat his face." That
Yeah.
was my
We're
intimidate
very
test.
refined. It's good. It's okay. No, you're not getting shit from her. Your little
Okay.
gremlin's not useful.
That's fine. I love you.
I can still follow Monty and see what's going on.
I'm just happy that "Eat his face" shook his
Yeah.
resolve a little bit.
I mean,
there.
honestly, Esme's very down for
Did?
that.
I think it's less about his resolve and more about he's just kind of distracted and annoyed at this point at these yappy little freshmen.
A lot of screaming going on
Should-
in an arena
I will
too.
end
Find out
this
more
motherfucker.
about- I hopefully will. It's fine.
All right. Well, shit. Leo takes his action then. we'll just do this real quick. He's going to, he's gonna aim again
Mm-hmm.
and go for a heavy attack,
Okay.
which, as I recall, is slow, so it's a little easier to. Actually, yeah, he's gonna burn 2 AP then. 'Cause you can burn 2 AP to aim, right? Although, yeah, burning that doesn't make it harder for you to dodge it. Ha ha ha. That's the thing. So he needs to
No,
think
it
about
just
what
makes
else he
it
can do
easier for
here.
him to hit.
Yeah. All right. No, he's gonna take 1 AP to aim, and then a second
Excellent.
AP to deliver a heavy attack. And we'll see how this dice roll goes, and maybe I'll narrate some stuff. We'll see. Honey, that's a 70. No.
Take aim
Um,
adjusts your base chance. Any adjustments to base chance affect your ability to parry in the inverse.
Oh, that's right. It does.
So it
Okay,
does
so if I aim, that makes it harder for you to parry.
It does. By the number of AP that you... So if you spend 1 AP to take aim, that's a plus 10. It would be then a negative 10.
Got it. Okay.
If you do 2 AP, it's plus 20.
20. And that makes it negative
Negative
20.
20.
Okay, cool. So, oh, right. I've got a plus 10, which means that's... Oh, yeah, no. Never mind. That 70 makes it anyway. Huh. He rolls a 70, makes it.
Of course, he has a high combat skill.
He's a very high combat. So, yes. Yeah, you've still got 1 AP left? 2 AP
Two.
left.
I
You
only
still got 2
spent
AP
one.
left if you wish to parry.
Yes, I do.
You are at a negative 10 to parry. Because
So
of his
that
aim.
was a heavy attack?
It was a heavy attack. Oh, right. It
It's
cancels out
standard.
slow, so it's a standard
because it's
parry.
slow. So never mind. It's just your regular parry. Yes. My apologies.
Fortune?
Yeah.
Okay. Fortune to parry. A 9 will do it. I parry.
Okay, yeah. It's, your friends in the corner, they're screaming. They're very distracting, but thankfully they seem to be distracting him a bit because after a few more lefts, a few more right jabs, he stops and feints with his right, and then his left fist comes flying up out of the air. And as it comes up, you feel the ground lift up with him, almost as if the earth is pushing him up higher. And you stumble back a little bit, but you're able to kind of just get out of the way of this weird standing rising uppercut nightmare thing. It is now your go.
It's not what I meant by grounding. As Xandra's going to take aim with 1 AP and use a defensive hit against him to up my
Okay.
base chance to parry in the future.
Medium?
Medium. It is a
Yeah, medium
medium
attack.
defensive hit, so
Okay.
she's gonna come up and there's sparks between where her elbows should be meeting her jacket. Where you can tell it's still stuck to her, but you can tell where it's starting to come across from how fast she's moving. As she
Throwing bows.
24 will hit. Did he have any AP left?
Yes, he had 1 AP left.
Okie dokie.
So he is going to parry.
So he's at a negative 10.
He is
I would
at a
like to
negative
spend
10.
one of my misfortune because I rolled a
Ooh.
92. But yes, he is at a negative 10, so let me thank you for the reminder. Mother effer. All right. Well, that's an 83, so you hit.
2d6.
Oh, that's
I
right.
invoked fury.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
2d6. Both
Lay
of
into
them are
this nerd.
6s. Yes. Wait, so they
Do
both
it.
explode.
Both explode! So that's 12.
Plus 4. Plus 16 plus 5 is 21.
I believe there's a phrase that goes with this.
You got knocked the fuck out. I'm sorry, you did 21 damage?
Yes.
With a medium?
A moment.
Please
Looking
hold.
through his stuff
Um,
to see what happens.
His
If there's
threshold is
anything
negative
he
1
can
too
do.
because you guys
Yes.
are fucking.
And his threshold is
Yep.
negative 1 because I yelled eat his face.
Oh no, and it's a good thing you did that because that means he drops not 1, not 2, but 3 steps down the condition track. He's seriously injured.
Seriously injured. So now, because it's a serious injury, that's 2d6 to see if you injure him. It's a serious wound.
Yeah, so yeah.
Let's see if the serious injury happens.
No
Ah.
injury.
Aw.
Balls.
Still,
Yeah.
fuckload of
But
damage.
Xandra,
How
like,
do you
just
absolutely
kind of,
cream this poor dumb fuck?
there's electricity. It's like that anime trail of the electricity as someone's moving in. As Xandra goes up the ground that rose to meet him, so that when he was coming down when he was going to attack her
Just
before,
elbow uppercut his
Yep,
fucking
I-
chin.
elbowed him using his own momentum as he was coming back down from that.
And he goes flying, like it just ass over tea kettle through the air.
Oh, she's Urian fucking crouch heavy.
Yep. It's his fucking crouch fierce. God. As yeah, and then he's like his head snaps back, and like we see that little like boom explosion shockwave kind of come off of it as he just cartwheels back and does like a full flip onto the mat so that his legs are facing the other way and his head's towards you, just boom onto the ground. The whole crowd pops, like screaming, losing their minds. I gave him so much damage defense. Okay.
I just got lucky.
I figured you were gonna fuck up his peril. His peril defense is not good, but it doesn't.
Oh,
matter
was
anymore.
gonna do that, but I needed to use that D6 and it doesn't work on
Listen,
peril.
The fucking double fury die coming up fucking sixes really changed that.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Sends video.
That's very rare, though.
Where's
The
my
fact
flow
that
chart?
went like that.
Where's my
Holy shit.
flow chart. Okay.
As
okay.
my sends video to your dad.
Oh yeah.
You can hear
I've
the
got all the phones now.
I was about to say, and the phone in your phone of the two, Esme, it does a little chime to let you know you have a new text message.
Still recording
You-
with this one. Multitasking.
You have a new text from Carla. It says, "Hey, we need to talk. It's super serious. Meet me in that place that we went to last time. You know the one. I need to see you. I need to speak with you."
As me like, we'll meet in half hour. Sends picture of arena. Sends. See if they press this.
You do not immediately get a response.
Back to recording. Send this.
I sent
Wait,
you a picture of my log. Please respond.
I sent you a photo of my wood. Come on, guys. Like, I'm just gonna drink my dragon tea and
She's just like pinching the screen, zooming in further. Yeah. Oh, this is great.
Oh my god. Hmm.
Put me down. Yeah.
I'm thinking
Oh
about
no, he's
some-
still holding me.
Okay, cool.
Actually, he probably after that he probably would have put on
Yeah!
his shoulders.
I like being tall. The tallest. My tallest.
All right. So, Jesus. All right. Okay. So you
Doug's not going to enjoy his payouts.
yeah,
Definitely.
no, somewhere in the arena, Dougie's like, huh, okay, and then he kind of puts his hand on his head, like he's got a splitting headache, and he kind of just keels over, and he runs out of the arena with just like drops everything and just gets the hell out of there.
Hey, did Dougie just leave a financial opportunity?
Maybe Dougie gave wrong odds.
Arcee, got another message. Chooch holds it down. Yeah, I'll be back. Just 5 minutes, okay?
He locks his hands on your legs. We do not leave Xandra's corner. This is how we do.
Yes, you're quite the team, aren't you? Comes a voice from behind you. Every one of you recognizes instantly that this is the voice of Asteros, who just decided to take a personal interest in this fight.
Am I looking down at a dragon?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
If you turn around, because the voice is behind you,
Yeah.
yes, you would be looking down at a dragon.
He's watching the fight.
Oh.
He steps up into the ring, or not into the ring. He steps up like to where you guys are in the corner, and leans in on the rope.
Did you put a bed in?
Little annoying one. You notice, Esme, when you look down at him, he's still got that weird ghost train going on, which is very upsetting. I see what the two of you are doing. That's not a hit that she can do on her own. If you want to participate, and he grabs Artyom by the by the gi essentially, and throws one-handed the two of you into the ring.
Oh, Jesus.
Woo!
Just tumbles over the fucking rope.
Yep. It doesn't do any damage or anything. You don't need to
Yeah,
attest
release.
to make it out of this.
Yeah, Esme goes cartwheeling off to try and scramble, and ends up on all fours, like.
Come on, let's make this a real fight then. If we're all going to participate. At which point, Leonard's kind of started to gather himself a bit, and he's looking up now at the three of you. Like, oh, no. That's not how this works. This is
Just
bullshit.
Why are
points to
you-
Asteros.
Xandra is really confused and was about to run in. It's just like slams to a halt and goes, "What the fuck? Why are you here?
He did it.
What?
Oh, I'm literally pointing at a dragon.
Yeah, you are. It's great. Your little friend there thought he was going to get away with a cute little trick. It was adorable, but I know you don't have that much power inside of you. So if you're going to fight as a team, then I'm changing the rules of this fight. I'm sure you'll find that acceptable, given the circumstances, as he's looking up and addressing one of the referee that's up there. It doesn't say or do anything. It just keeps floating up there.
So, I could hit him? She looks back to Astros.
What?
By all means. And Leo holds his hands up and says, No. This isn't right. I am due a fair fight in this process. If she gets to have her two little fucking cronies, then I get to have my own little cronies as well. And
Fine.
Astros just
Bring
what?
them.
And Astros turns to look at the rest of the crowd. A moment while I roll some dice. And pull up a list of characters.
This
Yeah,
fucking student just tried to bitch to a dragon.
Yeah.
That's some cojones.
Okay, perfect.
I was just like, Chad is right. Like, plot hook grabs you if you ignore plot hooks.
So, Astros turns around and just says, "You two," and like sticks two fingers, like, "Whoop, you two." And he's pointing at, so I got their team number, but I need to get their names. Here we go. And he's pointing at Vicky and Lee.
Oh. Oh no.
And Vicky just goes, "Ah!" He stomps over there, grabs them, and throws both of them into the ring. Just step, grab, throw.
You know what? Astros is the fucking shitty neighbor kid from Toy Story.
I
You're
wanna
not
throw people.
entirely wrong.
When I grew up, I could throw people too.
I'm gonna roll initiative for them. But at the top of the order here, actually, hang on.
We already have initiatives. That's the
Yeah.
fun part.
Yeah. So
Esme leans into our tube. Can't they
Soviet Russia, the plot hooks you.
Oh my god. Can't they?
anything about
Can they just
poor Lee?
forfeit?
8, 9, 10. Yeah,
No,
Lee
they
Lee
won't
rolled a
forfeit.
17.
Let me handle him.
And then
He's all
Vicky
yours.
rolled. Do.
You're
8
proving this
plus
for you.
18. Okay.
We'll deal with the others.
Esme has the two phones and just like slides it out of the ring and is like, "Someone take pictures!" I don't want to break your phone.
Asteros, could you take
Esther, can you take this picture for me? I gotta send it to her dad. No,
you offer him that phone?
No.
Like,
no,
is
that was
this
just-
a for real thing
No,
that we're
that
doing
was-
in character? Because I want to warn you, there will be consequences, but you're welcome to do it.
She did slide the phones out of the ring though. 'Cause she was holding like everyone's fucking phones.
Yeah, like
And they went skittering across when she just like all fours like a little animal just found her feet when they were thrown in.
looking outside of the ring, the person that would probably stand out the most to Artyom would probably be Eliza.
Oh yeah, easily.
Eliza, do me a favor. You and I will have match if you record the videos for us.
And she walks over and picks up the phone. There we go.
We will have great fight later. Turns around, gets back into the middle of the ring.
You guys get along so well.
We talk the same language.
Wow. Russian? I didn't know Eliza was Russian. Oh.
Okay, so you guys now have proper roster initiative,
Yep.
which by my reckoning puts you at slots number 14, 11, and 9.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, Vicky and Lee rolled unbelievably well.
Okay.
Vicky came in at 18, Lee came in at 17.
Oh,
Jesus.
fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of absurd. I was rolling out of my mind on these D10s.
Perceptions.
High perceptions, and Lee in particular's got ambush tactics, so you know.
Good to
She
know.
fast.
Rolls an extra 10.
She rolls 2d10 for her initiatives because she's super fast. So I'm gonna say they don't have their full AP. Because
What is
they
get
were
up?
because 20 seconds ago they weren't in this match.
There is a get up movement action.
Oh, there is, isn't there? Okay, good. They're good. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna have to burn 2 AP to get up. Perfect. That leaves them with 1 AP left. So they're gonna do that. So going first is 1 moment. My combat tracker here. That's Vicky's first. So Vicky is going to stand up, and she is going to cast a spell. That's what she's going to do. So Vicky just kind of like gets herself up, like, hi, sorry, I don't want the dragon to eat me. It's nothing personal. And she like slams her 2 fists together and makes her test, which is good for her. So she's gonna burn her 3rd AP, which is unfortunate, and 1 of her EX meter. And she when she kind of does that, there's like a little bit of a shockwave there. And like she has this almost like a haze of a halo kind of around her a little bit, just like that kind of hits. But otherwise, you're not really sure what happens there.
She got pretty.
She got real pretty.
Pretty.
And her hair did the floof kind of thing, like it floofed out anime style just for a second.
The Miyazaki.
A little, yes, actually, she did the Miyazaki kind of. Whereas Lee, she is going to scramble to her feet and kind of dust herself off. Oh, hey guys. This is a great way to see you. I was really cheering for you in the match. I thought you were going to do pretty great, but, well, unfortunately now, and she draws her sword.
Oh,
She
right.
also,
sword
with
lesbian.
With a 24, manages to make her spell cast. So that's great. It's going to cost her a 2 of her EX. Oh, wait, no, she can't write because that's 2 AP. She can't cast that. She's got a lesser spell. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Never mind. No, she draws her sword instead. And just, she's going to move into engagement with, actually, yeah, she's going to move towards Xandra.
Okay.
He just kind of like crouches down low and then just takes a step forward, just kind of like fretting, essentially. Okay, that's
Into
their...
engagement with Xandra, so she's currently engaged.
Yes,
Okay.
Xandra is currently engaged with Lee. Vicky's still kind of off in the distance, and Leo is just out of engagement range. It is now y'all's go. Any of the three of you may now take an action.
I was gonna hit him when he was down. And Xandra just like she looks up at, you said it was Vicky or who's
Lee.
is Lee?
Lee has closed the gap.
She looks up at Lee and then without really looking just goes, I have a fight to finish, and is going to actually grab one of the large knitting needles that Artyom gave her, and without looking at, she's just going to whip it, but it's got this weird electrical haze to it as it starts shooting through the air, and it's going to hopefully slam into Leo's chest. I cast magic missile.
All right. Yeah.
Just what I took and haven't
shit.
used yet, so.
Yeah, fire away.
Oh, yeah, that is.
That's a great sound.
That's a fail. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it. The timing
Hit him
on
the
your
side of the
camera
thing.
going blurry just now.
Yeah,
Remember,
that's going.
It's a plus 10 on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good because it's a 66, so it makes it a crit success.
What was your booker?
Now it does
Okay.
damage and knock prone.
Shit.
And you stay down.
I had a fight to finish without even looking at him. Xandra whips it and it just slams into the side of his head, but you can see his, there's... It wasn't just the needle. The needle wouldn't have done any damage if it had just been the needle, but it was like it was the conduit for the electricity that is now coursing through his head.
Okay, roll damage.
D10 plus willpower bonus.
Because I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
I don't get to do anything about that. It just happens. It's
magic
a
missile
crit.
just fucking hits.
Shit, man.
13.
13 damage?
Yeah.
God, that drops him down one more step.
I don't
he's
do
now at-
injuries with it though.
He's at grievous.
It's just
Yeah,
plasma,
so,
so it doesn't do an injury.
No, it doesn't do an injury, but like he's not having a great time as
Drops what's in his
Um,
hands, technically, is what the crit success is for Magic Missile.
this thing like fucking like just pings him, and he like reels back, and like we get that X-ray view of like his skeleton, like he's being shocked by fucking Blanca. It's just like this awful like lightning bolt effect. As he staggers backwards from being fucking brain shocked.
If you look at it, it would just kind of went tink off his head, like it was a very light throw.
Oh, God. Okay, so he's in a bad way. Do you have any more AP you want to spend brutalizing this poor child?
I have 2, and I'm probably gonna save it for defensive actions.
Fucking hell, I need to recalibrate for your fucking characters. Okay, then on to your next activation. Somebody do a thing. RTM or Esme, either one.
I was gonna do Horde, but I can do that at any point as long as I'm in a position behind you. Alright, so as Esme is getting herself back up off from all her fours, we're doing this, okay. Let's see. So to cast that is a plus 10. Right? Yep. So 55, 65, and 75. That'll do it. As she's getting up and moving her arms, there's like that languid ectoplasm kind of forming into limbs in a 6-yard template about her, just pulling themselves up from the arena. And she's like, Carapastos is behind me. It's fine. They're gonna come. They're gonna show up. They're gonna show up. I know they're gonna show up today. And Horde of Vermin is gonna start. And everybody will take...
Grasping Horde.
Nope, it's Horde of Vermin.
No, I'm saying you don't have to use
Oh,
the
well,
names from the book.
Diabolic Infestation is actually my on-sheet name.
There you go.
That's good stuff.
Alrighty. 1d10 plus willpower.
Oh yeah, I guess I should have mentioned that what Vicky used was a power called Her Own Strength.
Ooh.
As in, she doesn't know
Eight.
her own strength.
Okay, so 10 willpower. Yeah, 10 damage. Demahes. For everybody. Yeah.
But because you have battle magic.
No, I don't yet. They can't, it doesn't have a resist.
Oh no, not
They-
battle magic. The etheric alignment.
No, etheric
Yeah.
alignment is for counterspell.
No, what's the one that allows you to not
Winds
hit
of
us?
Change.
Winds of change.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. Winds of change mean that you guys are okay.
Everybody just takes 10 damage?
Yeah. As long as they stay in it.
Okay, well, like immediately or on their turn? Remind me.
It was on my turn we had it. So that
On your turn.
if as long
Got
as they're
it.
still in the template on my turn, they'll take another roll of it. And it's for 6 yards
Fucking hell.
around
Okay.
Esme.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of feet. It's like 18 feet.
That is exactly 18 feet.
Thank you guys for doing the math for me. I figured if I just don't say anything out loud, you'll get there, and I won't have to
No, it's
reveal
fine.
my
Okay, so
attitude.
it definitely hits Lee, which is not great. That means she takes a hit of damage. Vicky doesn't give a shit. Leo, buddy. Fuck. I think you're done.
Well, he got knocked back.
He might be out of range.
If
He
he's on
might
the
be
other side of
slightly
the
out of
ring.
range.
If he got knocked back, he might be on the other side of the ring.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's just outside because this ring's fairly substantial. But you definitely hit the other two. Lee is well freaked out by this turn of events. And she's like sitting there with like her sword pose and has this very wonderful defensive stance, and then like you like point down and she looks and it's like wah ah! You know, just like striking at the mat now. Vicky just raises her left foot and then stomps it down on the ground, and like the shockwave clears a small zone around her that starts slowly filling back in. She takes no damage.
I'm gonna save my. I'll save my AP for right now. That only was 1. That was my attack.
I'm gonna.
Leo, buddy, what the
All
fuck are
right.
you gonna do at this point?
So he's gonna. So Artyom is going to step in, and
It's Leo's activation next.
it's Leo's
actually.
activation. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Leo
right,
and then
right.
you guys
Leo,
because
then
it's 14, 11, 11, 9.
yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. And Leo's just above Xandra. So that being said, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do to not die here. So, boy, what are you gonna do to make any? Looking at his abilities, they're not great. Now that I've realized some things. So what he's gonna do? Okay. There's nothing here to dirty trick with, my friend. I'm so sorry, but maybe you could try to do a takedown thing. Okay, yeah, he's gonna charge, actually. Because he needs to, if he closes the distance into that field, he's just gonna get fucking wrecked on. You know what? He sees all of these fucked up weird hands and shit. And he again hustles back a little bit. He's gonna spend 1 AP to hustle back a little bit and catch his goddamn breath. And then he is going to try a little War of Worlds. And he's going to shout, no, this is wrong. You're all just a bunch of stupid freshmen. This isn't how this is supposed to work. You fucking cheated. And he's going to he's going to spend an AP to War of Worlds at y'all. So let's see how he's going to do. Sorry, words. My words are hard. He's going to intimidate. He's going to try to intimidate y'all. Can that affect more than one target?
Everyone can hear.
Yeah, as long as you can hear.
Okay, then yeah. So that is his intimidate, which is underwhelming. Where the hell is it? Brawn, there it is. I would very much like to spend a point of misfortune. There we go, 13. That'll do. He screams this at all of you. So
Okay.
if you would all go down -1 on your damage and peril thresholds, please.
We're all into actually.
So I go back to normal.
So you go back
go
to
back to
normal
normal.
because you cannot be intimidated and inspired at the same time.
I like that they just
correct.
cancel each other
They
out.
cancel each other out.
Yep. Yep.
Although I did cheer us all on, so But we didn't know we were in the fight. That's up to you.
At that point, I would just say like you guys went up and then this brought you back down again.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll call it neutral at that point.
Okay.
And that is gonna be his action. Yeah, that's gonna be his actions. He stepped back a bit and shouted at all of you because he's kind of freaking out a little bit. Now it's your activation again, which only leaves Artyom.
Yeah. He's gonna slide past Xandra while saying, "Don't worry, you have this one. We'll take care of the rest." As he moves towards Vicky,
Mm-hmm.
and
She turns red.
gonna use his unique attack.
Oh.
Oh,
Really
okay. She's gonna turn
Uh,
really red.
pretty.
Oh.
You look strong. I like that. Before he goes in for the grapple. That's a 44. That's a crit success.
Yeah, because the poor girl's like
Oh.
all aflutter,
Oh.
She doesn't.
so she can't do anything about it. It just happens.
So
She consents to this.
as he moves in, he's going to do an Olympic knee slide to get
Okay.
to her flank to
Mhm.
grab her behind the waist, and
Oh,
he's
gosh.
going to lift in German suplex.
Oh my god. Please see
I-
opener for slow-mo versions of how this happens.
Oh god.
You slide past her, and as you're doing it, you get that arm around, just and like hook it on the other side, and then yeah, we just get that close up of her going like, and like her whole like beet red, like steam off the top of her head, and then there's like this like what, and she gets like lurched backwards.
Asteros chose well.
So that is 11 damage.
Okay.
And she needs to resist takedown.
Okay, so that is going to knock her one down the damage track, and she needs to resist a takedown.
Oh, no, wait.
Which is,
I had a
well, you had a
crit.
critical success.
Critical
so
success, she can't resist.
She does. Yeah, I think she's defenseless to you for this attack or whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, you get a takedown. Shit. So she's let take it real quick. She's just prone now.
Yes, she is knocked down.
Oh my god, there.
Yeah, test if
Christ.
you. Yeah, or be knocked prone. She's now prone.
Yeah, which is
Amazing.
the knockdown. Oh wait, no, it's prone. Right. Sorry.
Yeah, it's on the ground and suffers an additional 1d6 fury damage. Only movement actions you can use is get up. Yeah, hustle and maneuver. Okay. So you grab her and it's a crit. So it's not just that like you went whoom, German suplex. It was you got up off. You got airborne.
Oh no. Is this an Azuna drop instead? Accidentally?
Like kind of. It's like it's almost an Azuna drop. You don't get quite that high. Oh god, yeah. In fact, maybe that's what it is. Like you're next to the friggin' ropes, and like you grab and friggin' like you just pull her back, and then your foot comes forward, and with like each step you go up one rope after the other, and you get to the top one and jump backwards. And then yeah, it's a suplex that then kind of becomes this like Izuna drop looking like you just boom onto her back. Like she lands flat on her back. And you're there like upside down holding her. It hurts a lot, but in fact the mat like kind of buckles a bit there, and there's a tear in the canvas.
Well, that's gonna go in your, God, that doesn't go in your record.
And like a little ghost kind of escape, like just a little like from her
Like
mouth.
the spirit leaving the body. Oh my god.
Just floats off.
And I think at the end of that round, as the three of you kind of size up each other, is where we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight.
This is
We'll
a hell
pick
of an
up the other
episode.
Oh
We're gonna pick up the other side of this fight on the other side of next week, I'm afraid. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Let me get the chat up. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. If you are expecting a post-credits sequence on this one, 'cause
Just
you'll
gonna
notice that-
say that like this feels wrong, like a Marvel movie with nothing after it. I'm like,
We're mid-fight.
I know we're mid fight.
Yeah.
We're mid-punchy stuff.
Ugh.
And yet, we come back in,
Shit.
and we see a darkened room, and there's a cell phone in the middle of it, and there's just a as it receives. And actually, no, there's a what would the text tone be? It's the sound of like swords clashing. There's a little it's very cartoony noise as a text notification comes up, and it says from Esme. And we see that it's the text that Esme sent to Carla.
Oh.
And it's just the phone is sitting, like we go down lower to the floor as the text lights up and we see this text on it. Or as the phone lights up and we see this text on it. And then the light on the phone goes out and a hand just pulls it out of frame. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining us. I have been Fox. With me from afar has been...
Cake.
Connery.
Angeli.
And from all of us here at Devil's Luck, we are reminding you, once again, as ever, to remain evil.